Hello.
Evening.
You can hear me? That's a
Oh.
good start.
Yes, I can.
All right, awesome. How's everyone going?
Yeah, all right.
Yeah, doing well.
I forgot to ask, Nos. Did you got your car service last Monday?
Yeah, man.
How'd you find Paul?
Yeah, he was alright. Hell of a lot cheaper, that's for sure. But I've still got to get something else fixed. Thermostat or something or other.
Oh, okay.
I don't know. I was vaguely
Yeah,
understanding.
There are certain things that he can't do.
Yeah, I got to get like my aircon re-gassed and stuff like that as well.
Yep.
So I'm probably still out another grand once I get all that shit done. So, yay.
Yeah, because he used to own the Budroom Mechanic shop up on the first one up when you drive up.
Oh, you used to own it. Okay.
Yeah. He sold it. He still works there 3 days a week.
Mhm.
But yeah, he's then just there Friday.
Okay. Who are we waiting on?
Paul said it was going to be back.
I don't trust Elf. That's fine.
Rob coming tonight?
I'd assume so. He said so in the earlier chat.
Oh yeah, cool.
Yeah, I got a response from him at 2, so that's, that's good enough. And Greg is getting a better webcam on his phone than I am on my webcam. I do need to invest in something better than this, I think. But that's
I was going to say
for when I have money.
The one I got in the laser box, I bought off Amazon for $29, and it was a 1080p.
Okay.
Bad.
And Rotclaw has his TARDIS.
Yeah, I saw that. That's fucking awesome. Where'd you get a TARDIS from?
Elfman.
Oh, cool.
He did a few little furniture bits and pieces for me. So, I mean, the TARDIS was the main thing, but now, yeah, I printed all of the insanely high quality ones that the models that Greg has had.
Oh, yep.
So, got a whole bunch of computers and furniture and stuff. So, they're all primed. I've just got to paint them. But I've been madly painting stuff. Just kind of cranking along, so making some good progress.
Nice.
So we'll see if Elfman gets back, and we'll see if Rob shows up.
Mm-hmm.
Oh shit.
I.
Bullshit. Bullshit.
You got Trish saying it in the background.
What?
Bullshit.
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 Why is Glenn's voice so different?
Ben's like, ooh, I've already eaten my vegetables, and I'm just like, bullshit. Because all I see is meat and potato on your plate. I was about to say couch. I'm like, that is the wrong word.
I'd love meat potatoes on my couch, but I think.
Okay, wow.
Very
I've
nice.
seen
Bullshit.
One left. I haven't eaten it yet.
Irish
has
couch.
one pea
Irish
on his
couch.
plate.
The only thing Irish is the lack of pants.
Bullshit. Hey, question, Trish. Are we starting yet? No, we have 2 minutes and 52 seconds. Trish, at the tattoo expo, do they like do tattoos while they're there? Like,
Correct. So yes, you can get tattooed there.
would you get tattooed there?
Why do you think I'm going?
Okay, well, just double checking. I kind of want to get like a little like arrow on my wrist.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I don't know.
Well, this is the thing. You're gonna have me and Ben there.
They'll be able to
True.
peer pressure you nicely into it.
Oh no, it's I want it. It's not the peer pressure. It's I'm a fucking wuss.
Yeah.
anyway,
Generally, there's like, because they said there's like 300 plus tattooists.
Hmm.
They'll probably have up like their styles and like their things that they're willing to do. So most likely it's not going to be anything big. They're going to be like smallish tattoos.
Yeah, and that's all I want because I'm a fucking wuss.
But yeah, how much they charge or whatever, I have no idea.
Yeah.
But I was just like even if I get nothing, I don't care. I'm going to go down and see all these tattooists and look at all their stuff and be like, oh, that's so cool.
So pretty. Okay.
Yeah.
Cool.
But that is the goal.
Can I put my hand up for a place in your broom broom?
Yeah.
Yes. Do you want to come, baby? Then it's like, no, there's going to be too many people there.
Hey? No, it's fine.
Yeah.
we will take 5 people down. It's
Yeah.
fine.
So it's you, Ben, myself. Is Emma going?
Emma's not going, no.
No.
It doesn't
okay.
interest her.
Who's the other? people in the car then?
Jenny. I don't know whether she hasn't said anything. So I
Mom's
sent her a
going.
message and said if she wanted to go with us, she can, but I don't know what she's doing. So
Cool.
it's sort of a first in, best dressed basis.
Okay, I put my hand up.
Okay.
My hand is up.
Hands up.
It
You have
go
a
like
place in the
that.
car. So yeah, so we got 2 spots left.
It go like that. But it's 50 seconds too, so I'll let you get into D&D mode.
Well,
Right
you need
here.
to first thing you can do is tell him to put it on live because it's fucking
Already,
30
yeah.
seconds too.
Put it on live.
Right
Stealth
between
come in.
yourselves.
I swear I just looked at the list and then you weren't there.
Yeah, but he had 30 seconds to go. What the hell? Pressure. I hope you're ready to start on 0, Nos. 10,
I am.
9, 8.
I just gotta grab my notepad that I
7.
forgot.
it's further to cans for live.
3, 2,
Put it on live, Craig.
1. It is on live. I just clicked on live.
You were like 1 second behind. What the hell? Is that your brain
That's probably
delay?
my internet.
2-second brain delay. Or internet delay. Maybe both.
Alrighty, guys.
Gregors, did you get a dice tower?
I printed this off years ago and I lost it.
It looks really
Well,
nice, man.
Doesn't look lost
It's
either.
just a box,
Yeah, but it's nice.
and I put some red paper towel at the bottom.
Perfect.
Is that a paper towel? I thought it was
Here I
velvet.
was thinking it was like felt or something. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, I take that back.
And you can see the ironing's terrible as well. Look at that.
Yeah, well, ironing in 2K24, we know
The
now.
rest is good. It makes a really satisfying noise. I think so,
We did-
anyway.
Well, I didn't hear it, so I'll take your word.
Fair.
Okay.
Alrighty. So, picking up where we left off 2 weeks ago, your group has cleared the settlement. You have made it safe for everybody to move in and start working. You have checked all of the buildings and visited the head person at the settlement, which is Colonel Olson. He has given you marching orders to start working on getting farming and water connected to the settlement. Clean, fresh water. What you have also noticed is that Gavin and Heidi are over by the entrance to the building. They've been in, they've checked it all out, they've seen what's going on. They're getting into a full-blown argument over something. Just as your group is getting ready to leave and head off, you overhear one little scrap saying, "We were supposed to have power. The scouts told us we had power. There's no power here. What's going on?" Now, just to recap, we did have a few nice little things that did happen as well. We had HAL 9001 loved rattling doors. We had Abby vaped a lot. We had Rusty collected a ham radio, full kit out, which is now probably weighing him down trying to move.
Is that in my inventory? Yes, it is.
Yes, it is. And it's also physically strapped to your back.
Oh, okay.
So it's a heavy, big setup. It's a desktop setup. It's not designed for taking out with you.
Okay.
Much regret.
Rockclaw managed to exercise his green privilege by having the help, the Mr. Handy unit assigned to the group doing the work for him before realizing he could do it better himself. So Dan almost shot his friends by shooting a metal door and having the ricochet head off. Luckily didn't accidentally murder anybody.
Shame.
Now, a couple of notes, which I did briefly address in the second half of last session, was effective range of your weapons. So if you've got a rifle or a machine gun, things like that, they are medium range, which is indicated by the green distances. If you are shooting less than the green distance, you will see there is a +1 on that, so that means that your difficulty will be going up if you're firing at close range. You cannot fire further than the total range of your weapon. So if it's a close range weapon, that is as far as it's getting. So just to keep that in mind, I will try to keep on top of that. The other thing is, I did mention effects on weapons. Currently, I forgot to mention, however it didn't come up at the time, was that Rotclaw's light machine gun does have the burst effect. So if you roll a 5 or a 6, it means that you can spend an extra ammunition and hit a second target within close range.
Nice.
For the same damage. So it will mean that you will burn through your ammunition faster. It is not something you have to do, but it is something you can do. So that's just my mistake there, just to clarify. But with that, what would you like to do?
I see Greg is I've been distracted by Gregor's like knockoff white. It's like the what was the Google AI, Google Gemini version of Rusty
Hard.
Malone? It's like the brown version instead of the green version. If green are the equivalent of white people in Fallout.
Well, because that's the same model, isn't
model.
it? Yeah.
Yeah, but I painted him as Raoul.
As Raoul, yeah.
Yeah.
Whereas I went more traditional Fallout 3 style.
Mm.
Yeah.
Has any time passed since our last campaign?
It has been probably about 10 minutes. So the construction guys have had enough time to be able to go into the main warehouse, check out the building. The warehouse guys have done a quick sweep of the perimeter. They haven't found anything too worrisome
Has the
or
roof collapsed on it?
partially. It's
Did it collapse last week?
It was
I feel like
was
this
collapsed
building's
last
very-
week. It
Like I was gonna say, this building's falling apart in the last 10 minutes.
no,
We
that
didn't
was
think it.
the exact
Okay.
state it was in last
Okay,
week.
okay,
It's
Yeah, you just removed the ceiling, that's all.
No, that's alright. I just didn't recall it being half collapsed. I'm like, fuck, the
No,
place is
no.
about to be condemned. I'm not trusting these buildings like for anything. Cool.
So-
Well, did we did we get when we talked and handed in our thing last time? This is, I guess, I have to roll history for this because I don't remember. Did we get another task to do?
Yep. So you can see on your character sheet, bottom left-hand side,
Mm.
in the
Am
active
I?
quests area.
Yes.
Oh.
Yes.
So
Stop the
that
raiders
was-
at water treatment. Yeah.
Yep. So you've been sent to the water treatment plant, which is northeast of the Abby's Chuckle Hut. And it's a little less than a day's travel for you to get there. You've been sent to meet a scout at the entrance to the water treatment plant. They're going to give you more information on what you're actually dealing with, but you're expecting there to be raiders. So you've been tasked with, you need to find a way of getting clean water being produced by the treatment plant.
Yeah.
And also routing that water back to the settlement. And along the way, if you can find any farming supplies or anybody who knows anything about farming in the area.
I can tell you someone who doesn't know how big his dice are. Okay, so farming supplies are the side quest, if you like, and the first two are sequential because it would be a pretty poor idea to route like irradiated shit water into the town before it was like treated, I guess.
Yeah. So currently you have no idea what state the place is in.
Okay.
You've been sent there to do whatever it takes to repair it, get it working again.
Okay.
And because the only thing that they know from forward scouts that would have come through potentially months before is that at last reports, it is a raider hotspot.
Okay, so for the purpose of RP, awaiting command.
No, let's check our health. How's everyone going?
I'm a little banged up,
Yeah, I'm alright.
but I could keep going.
Nicks and scratches.
I'm good.
Optimal.
Only lost 4. I'm good to head out.
You're right to head out?
Yeah.
Alrighty.
Heading.
So with that, you head down the road. The trucks have already left 20-30 minutes ago, heading off to other locations around Portland. you start heading up the highway. Now you've got a very basic map.
As we
that is-
walk out, Nos, I'm gonna
Mhm.
I'm gonna throw a rock at Hal 9001 and go, hurry the fuck up.
I ignore it because I'm already on a command which is heading. So if there is a response, it's been queued up.
So the way that you'll be heading is up and then east along one of the major highways to head towards the water treatment plant. It's almost on the river, the Columbia River. The wind is starting to pick up. It's blowing dust. Visibility is getting harder as you proceed. But it's reasonable. You can still continue to travel with what you see. Now, after around about an hour of travel, you're heading up the highway. You come across a section just off the road where there is pre-war construction machinery that seems to be clustered around an old site where they were digging pipes and things into the ground. There is one massive vertical pipe that's currently partway through construction leading down that you see. With that, give me just a moment. And I will switch over that physical scene.
Yay. You're gonna have to make a bigger dice tower, Gregors.
Nah, it's fine. I've got my other D20s here. My regular D20s. I actually like that this one is so portable. Have you started painting the Underdark, Elfman?
Nah, man, I've got stuff to do before that one.
Yeah, that's right. You were saying that.
Yep. In tubs for now.
Mm-hmm.
It's like 2.5 cans of spray paint, which is it's the most I've used of that stuff.
Mm.
2.5 cans, and that goes a mile.
Yeah, I know.
Fucking
It
hell.
had to go.
That's
It had
like
to go 2 miles.
$35 worth of spray paint.
Yeah.
Alrighty. So I do have to shift that up a bit.
Oh.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, I know the caravan's cool.
I like the roads, the modular roads.
Ooh.
I never thought of doing them that they wouldn't lock together, but this works just as well.
For zonal maps, yeah.
Alrighty. Sorry guys, just trying to learn where I've got to position it. About there.
What do my elf eyes see? My robot elf eyes see.
Alright, so you guys are down in the bottom right-hand corner, coming along the highway.
Mhm.
Up ahead, you can see the construction site. And then beyond that, you can see what appears to be a small camp of some sort in the trees.
With radioactive barrels.
Uh,
I guess that on. Pretty sure. Radiation detected.
So what would you like
Heading
to do?
complete. Heading complete. I am programmed to take hands if someone is not nice. and I speak to Rocklaw through HAL 9001.1, and I say, present hands for disassembly. You are categorized as naughty.
Negative.
Naughty is negative. Correct. Present. I start sniffing. I'd like to
That is-
attempt to.
Slap his claw away.
Yep, I'd like to attempt to grab a hold of one of Rocklaw's hands with my grabber.
Pincer.
Yeah.
Well, I'll just shake my head and I'm going to grab my vape out and start puffing as I walk down the street.
I will
Just
follow
ignoring
Rusty.
this.
I mean Abby with my rifle.
All right. I'd like to use an action point, please.
Here we go.
So that is. So DM, what are we rolling?
So that, what are you trying to? You're trying to grab specifically.
Yeah, I'm trying to grab. I would have
So
to
this
grab
would be a
his arm before I chop.
contested roll. I'm gonna say in this case it's gonna be agility and athletics.
Okay.
And Rotclaw, you can roll with either agility or strength and athletics, whichever you would prefer.
Yeah.
So, and what do I have to roll?
2 d20s.
I have 3 successes.
Okay, I've got a 13 and a 2.
Okay, so first off, what are you using? Are you using strength or agility? With your athletics. Strength? So, okay, so you said a 13 and a 2?
Yep.
Okay, so athletics is not your tag skill, so that means that is a total of 2 successes. You've failed.
It is my tag skill.
No, your tag skills are big guns and unarmed.
Oh, okay.
Shouldn't he
I've
have 3?
You should have 3 tags.
You should have 3. What
Oh,
was?
it's athletics.
Okay, so
Yeah,
that's
it would have been.
so
That's why I got a
that's
5. That's why I got a 5 in it.
all right. So that is 3. So
I got 3 as well.
Elfman, are you using a luck to re-roll one of these?
Yes. And it failed, sadly.
Don't give him ideas.
You get spun away as Rotclaw shoves your pincer, spinning and floating on the spot.
And I say to him, "Get back in line. Follow the others."
Following.
Just walk behind him with my gun pointed at his back.
I leisurely follow. I just float along behind as there's nothing wrong. I'm just doing as commanded.
Now, is Sir Dan sticking with the group or moving separately?
Rob, you're Sir Dan.
Maybe you should move separately.
He can saunter along at his own pace, that's okay. So...
So I said, "Mike is broke."
Yes.
Yes, please.
Ah, okay.
Okay, we good? There we bloody go.
Now
Sorry about that.
There we go. All good. Now, who has the highest outdoorsman skill?
It's if it's me, it means it's the top is a 0.
I think it's Rusty.
Rusty has 3.
Wow.
Yep.
So, Rusty, I will get you to give me a perception and outdoorsman roll. So that'll be target number 7 you're aiming for. Oh, sorry, 10 total.
Yeah, 7 plus 3 is 10.
Yep.
And I roll 2d20s.
Yes, please.
Okay. A 2 and a 15. Did you say how many successes we need?
No, I'm not announcing them the majority of the time.
Okay. I'll take what I rolled.
So that's that's
two
one success.
successes. Oh, because it's not a tag
It's not a
skill,
tag
is that
skill,
right?
so
Yeah, you
yeah.
can't just milk it, Gregor. It's
yeah.
5 successes.
So a natural 1 will get you 2 successes regardless.
Gotcha. Yep.
But anything else needs to be under your equal to or under your tag skill. So 1 success is enough. You see hanging on the side of the pipe the legs of a soldier in a uniform.
An NCR soldier?
It appears to be the same colours that your soldiers wear.
I rush over to try and help him.
Well, Rusty's the one who's just spotted it.
Okay. Oh, sorry. Did Rusty announce it? Rusty.
Hey, gentle folks. Seems like there's one of us hanging.
All right.
Just
I
over there.
immediately rush over there to see if I can save him from falling down the pipe or whatever.
So you
Falling
head
down the pipe.
straight over.
Mm-hmm.
So you're grabbing onto his legs?
Is his leg sticking out of the pipe? Is that
So
right?
his legs are hanging over the side on your side.
Okay. I'm going to sort of give him a nudge to see if he's alive.
And his legs fall towards you. There's no top half of his body attached.
Okay. No interest, no hands. And I pause waiting for commands.
Well, that ain't so good if you got no hands.
I'll check what's left of the body for ID, like a wallet or, yeah,
Nothing that
tag, military tag.
dog tags are
Yeah.
around the soldier's neck.
This is the knees.
Wait,
So
this is his upper body,
This
yeah?
is his lower body, so you've got from
Oh,
about the
okay.
waist down.
Okay.
We got a pretty pair of legs in front of us.
So if anybody needs new boots,
I mean, are they nice boots?
standard issue, he's probably been wearing them for about 3 years straight of hoofing it.
They're pretty much ruined.
Yeah.
When you get, the rest of you get closer to the well, I'm assuming Abby's standing over here vaping. You notice there is an ungodly smell coming up from the pipe. And you hear some what sounds like an echo of could be animals at the bottom.
Okay. Well requires closing. I'd like to look around and see if there's anything we can cover the well with, like lay some pipes over the top, or if there's a lid or something like that, an end cap on the pipe. Is there anything around that's in that kind of nature?
How 9001 fit in the pipe?
He would be too skinny to block up the pipe. It's quite large.
Okay, so he would fit though.
He would fit to go down there, but he would not suffice to seal the pipe. So, okay, first off, so HAL 9001, you are looking for something to jam on top of it.
Not even jam, but lay like a bit, like say those pipes that I see in front of me there. Can we like unstrap them and lay them over the top, kind of like a bamboo raft, but in a way that covers up the top?
You could. They're big, heavy concrete pipes.
Well, I wouldn't be lifting them.
Why not?
At the campgrounds a little further on, you do see sheets of things like corrugated iron and bits and pieces of timber that are
audibly detecting animals. Rockclaw and Rusty suggest coverage.
Walk over to the pipes and see if we can lift them. Easily, that is.
Mm-hmm. All right. So, Rockclaw. Are you doing this by yourself?
Rusty, give us a hand.
Righto.
I think that's
See if we can lift one of them.
So just trying to lift one? Okay, so in which case, Rotclaw, I will get you to do a Strength plus Athletics roll. And Rusty, you can roll 1d20 to assist.
3 and a
Okay.
17.
2 successes for you. It remains at 2 by looks.
Let me think if I want to spend a luck. I'll leave it. Let's see what happens.
Okay, so 2 successes.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so between you, that is enough to be able to do it. You're not going to be able to carry them for long. They are heavy as... But you could ferry these one at a time across. How are you trying to attach these to the pipes? Are you throwing these down to jam up the pipe, or...
Yeah, I reckon throw them down.
No, I was suggesting that you just lay them over top like a bed. So you make a lid out of these. Just by
If we
sitting them
throw
on
them,
top.
throw them down, we could like pierce the animals that are down there.
Well, whatever you do, I'll react accordingly.
All right, so
Rusty, what do you
would
reckon?
what would the party like to do?
Couldn't we just put the
Put 'em
TARDIS
across?
on top of the well?
No, fuck off. I stole that from a time traveler. My prize now.
You'll notice that it also remains perfectly clean in this environment compared to everything else. It's strange.
I do have a flashlight so I can look down it.
Mm.
Okay.
Shall I walk over and do that?
Have a look while we're moving this pipe. We'll take
What's
us a bit.
down the well? Can I see?
Alrighty. So using your flashlight, you get the reflection of what looks like a little bit of water at the bottom. And you can see the other half of the NCR soldier down there. It looks... it's not in great condition.
I look in and I go, whew! That's nasty.
Any movement down there?
Would you like to see for yourself?
Yeah, all right. I'll peek over. Oh, jeez. Well, if there are critters together, I don't think they're going to be too hungry anytime soon.
So just as you're about to pull your head back there, Sir Dan,
Mhm.
you see something scurry across.
Ah, fuck.
And from your background and your, I'm going to say your upbringing, you've seen these before. These are mole rats.
Bloody place is infested.
Feed required. Mushy.
We got mole rats, people.
How deep is it?
Looks like it's about 4 to 5 meters deep.
All right.
I'd say it's about 4 to 5 meters deep.
I reckon we should just cover it up, cover the top. How many pipes will take to cover it?
Look, it's gonna take
2,
what,
3, 4, 5,
four-
6, 7 maybe.
4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah.
Uh,
Look, you're gonna use most of them. How are you actually securing them? Because if you lay them down, they're round.
yeah, but round things will still stay there.
Teetering on the crumbling
It's
edge of a concrete
well,
pipe.
and that's the thing. If the concrete's crumbling, are we able to jam the pipe? Like if we just drop the pipe on the concrete, it might break a bit and actually give it a little bit of a
I think I'll sit there.
port. Yeah.
Do I have a multi-tool? I don't think so.
Currently, you have what's in your
Inventory.
inventory.
I'll tell you what
So
I'll do.
Dan,
No, I've got an idea.
get in that fucking lifter there and see if you can lower the arm down.
I've got 6 hands in my inventory. I'll use the hands as chocks.
God.
All right, you do that, little buddy. I'm gonna go check on these old machines, and I walk over to one of the diggers.
Yep. So, what are you going to try to do with them? Use them to move stuff, or
First, I want to just check like what condition are they in? Will it actually operate?
they are rusted to hell? But if you try to open up the doors on them, they are basically rusted closed. If you want to give me an agility and athletics check to see if you can hang off one of the doors to see if you can get it open.
All right. So 2d12, 20. So my agility is an 8. So 5 and a 19.
Okay. So agility plus your athletics, so that's
so 10.
So 10. And sorry, what did you roll?
A 5 and 19.
5 and a 19. Okay, so that's one success. So that's enough for you to rip open one of the doors. You get in at just the right angle, and it creaks and cracks. You get inside the
Nothing like
cab.
a Cadillac.
Sounds like a Cadillac.
There is a skeleton inside this one. He was
Howdy,
obviously
partner.
mid-working. You
Sorry, can I borrow your vehicle? Is there a key or anything?
So still in the unit, yes, there is a key.
Yeah, I'll try turning it just to see what happens.
So you turn the key, there is one little LED light that flashes on the dash next to power.
Hmm.
This is where you realize you have no idea how to use a digger.
Now, it ain't like a Cadillac, but that little symbol there, I think, means out of power. Hey, any of you guys good with repairs?
I
Shouting
will
for-
hesitantly put up my hand.
Cool, man. Come over here and have a look.
Drops one of the pipes on my feet.
What the hell? You're lifting the pipes.
Would you like to maybe pause on the dropping pipes off
Yes.
for a minute?
Yeah,
Yeah.
let's just put one down and then send him over. I say as he's going over, I say to Handy, sorry, Hal, 9001, float up to the top of that bucket there and see if you can loosen it up a bit.
Command not understood.
I point at the bucket and go up there.
Okay, I wherever who's standing there, Abby or whatever on top of it. Oh no, sorry, it's not Abby. It's
That's
Dan
Dan.
Cadillac. I float up to the top and I'm just hovering up the top of that bucket. You want to just pop me up there on the edge of on top of that bucket, Nos?
Oh, hey, buddy.
Okay.
All right, Rusty. So you've come over to the engine bay on the back of this digger. You want to open it up and take a look?
Can I just look at the dashboard first?
Certainly.
Is this thing working?
It's
Yeah, I got one little icon. Oh, sorry.
it's just got the one light that just flashes when you turn the key. Next to the power icon.
So it's working or it's broken?
Well, the way I figure, it's probably on like some reserve sort of power to let you know, hey, we need the bit of battery pot in. So, but I'm no expert on these things, but maybe we should go have a look in the back.
Good idea, pal. Okay,
No,
I'll
house
do my.
robot. Oh, damn.
Do you want me to do a repair
Out of programming scope.
Yep.
check?
So
Hull notes that a Cadillac owner would say round back.
all right.
Possible
So
fake detected.
Rusty, if you want to give me a perception and repair roll, just to see if you can isolate sort of what's going on in the back of this thing.
Okay, so that's 11. Are people okay if I use an action point to roll 3 dice?
Go for it.
Nice. I'll use an action point, roll 3 dice.
I just came back from the bathroom. What the hell?
Commands being followed correctly.
2 successes.
2
Where did you go to
successes.
the bathroom? In the pipe? With the mole annoyed at that?
With a she-wee.
Down into the pipe.
Yeah.
So you see in the top half of an NCR soldier covered in urine. All right, so Rusty, you open it up. Everything inside looks okay. The only thing is the fusion core inside is dead empty. So it looks like all you need to do is swap the battery out.
Hey, anyone got a spare fusion core?
I stroll over and grab it out of my backpack and give it to Rusty.
I look amazed because I totally forgot you had that. Nice. Do I have to do another repair
I
roll?
want
No,
I
no,
want it
look.
back.
So
Give him the shit one back. He can't do any repairs anyway. He's not going to know the difference.
look, you know how to put a fusion core in. You rip the old one out, which is flat as a tack. Put the new one in that Rotclaw's handed to you. You get a green light on the fusion core itself. So it looks like it's working.
I'll bang on the body of the tractor. Give it a go, Cadillac.
Yeah, all right. I'll hop back into the driver's seat. Give it a turn.
We only want to lower the bucket.
So the engine starts up, it kicks, it takes a minute, but it sounds like it's warmed up and it's working okay.
All right. And I'll try my best to lower the bucket onto the well gently to give it a lid.
Alrighty, so in this case, I'm gonna get you to roll for me an intelligence.
Oh no.
No, you're a dumb as dog.
I am average intelligence at best.
Uh,
True, you are 5.
I'm gonna say intelligence and repair for this one.
Oh shit.
That's gone
To
poorly.
know even which one of the 3,000 buttons and levers inside this cockpit needs to be hit to make the right bit of the bucket go how you want.
Let's go.
God, I hope it goes up and hits Hal.
All right.
on the
So
bucket.
intelligence
He's on the
5,
top.
16 and a 4, 1 success.
One success. Okay.
One.
You managed to lower it. It's in fits and spurts. You don't really understand what it is that you're hitting. You're just kind of moving shit around until something happens. So it does move down as well as swinging around. With HAL 9001 drifting slowly back down to the ground.
Yeah, because I levitate. This is like whatever.
Leaning out of the window. How am I doing, Hal? Did I get it?
Hands may be required for retribution processing.
All right. That sounds like I'm doing a good job. I'll just keep going.
All right, so you want to give me another roll? See if we can get
Another
this into the
roll.
position that you want.
No success. 8 and a 13.
Can
8
I
and a 13.
can
Mhm.
I assist? Because he did command me. How am I doing? That means I
Okay,
should
so
be able
you're guiding him. Yep. Okay, so
I'd like to guide. So that's
yep.
one roll.
So assist doesn't work if the person doing the action doesn't get at least one success themselves.
Oh well, that's a philosopher.
Oh.
Well,
So-
for what it's worth, I'm. What would I have been assisting with? I just want to know how well I assisted, regardless.
So you would have been
The same
in
skill set?
this case you would have been what, perception and repair because you're watching
Okay.
what he's
Well,
doing.
needless to say, my commands were more harm than good.
So you
Go 45 degrees. Which way's 45?
I indicate. I spin around and indicate towards the old caravan, the airstream. I think they're called.
Yeah, right. You're the robot.
So confidently, Sedan, you push on a lever and you go, "Yep, this is the right one." The whole thing spins and slams into the side of the wall on this large pipe, throwing
Going
bits
to-
of concrete flying at Abby as she's standing there with a flashlight.
Whoa, 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 whoa. Little bit of a heads up, guys.
So Abby,
Um,
I will get you to roll an agility and athletics to try to dodge the bits of concrete that are now flying at your head.
Command not followed. Risk of evil rising. Possible team kill.
So that's two failures. So you can spend one luck to re-roll one of those dice if you would like.
I appear to have failed.
God.
Do you want to spend any luck?
But then I lose my luck.
Mm.
True.
How much luck have you got?
I say you could lose your life.
Yeah, that's true.
You get hit in the head with a piece of concrete directly. It knocks you prone for a moment. You get an injury to the head. So on your character sheet underneath your armor slot, you've got injuries. So it's a drop down underneath the armor slot. So where it says none.
And I would like to do something in response to this when you've done that.
So you get +1 difficulty to all ranged attacks, and you take 2 HP damage, regardless of armor.
So HAL 9001 takes out HAL 9001.1 and says, I am programmed to take hands if someone is not nice. Dan Cadillac, hurt leader, not nice. And I hover over and attempt to grab Dan Cadillac's hand in order to, again, the same maneuver, pincer, and attempt to remove. So pincer first to hold his hand before we remove one of them for being naughty.
Again, contest.
We're gonna have to kill this HAL 9001. He's not following orders.
He's following his
All right.
fundamental programming. I'm going to use an action point. So that's 6. What would you like me to roll against? Sorry, boss.
Agility and athletics, and Sedan, you can roll either agility or strength and athletics,
Let's
whichever
go
you would prefer.
agility.
3 successes. So you snatched.
2 fails.
Okay.
Yeah, 2 fails.
Okay, so you managed to grapple his arm.
Okay. I'd like to attempt to pincer off the hand of the arm that I've grappled.
Okay, so in which case I would like a strength and medicine check, please.
While he's doing this, can I try to shoot the pincer?
God.
Oh, no.
2 failures.
2 failures. So
Mhm.
Sedan manages to slip out of your grasp and backs
I
away.
try and shut him down using science.
Okay.
I would note that are you gonna?
Let's do this
he's
in
reacting
sequence
before
first.
I do it. Yep.
So-
So my command's been executed, so I don't take any. But for me, that line of code has been executed, and I'm happy to move on.
Ah, you dang rush bucket. I'll push Hal away and try and fix up the crane a little bit more.
So
Just
the
stabilize
crane's
it.
bucket being now in the middle of this.
Was it actually in the right spot?
You
Nice.
did by ramming it through the side of the pipe. Yes, you inadvertently got it into approximately the right spot. You hear a rumbling, and you can feel the ground shaking around you, and 4 mole rats pop up.
Oh, yeah, I should have mentioned. They can dig.
Now,
I knew that was going to happen. I just didn't want to spoil anything.
They can dig.
they're not climbing. Okay. Give me just 2 seconds here, guys.
Robot.
Acknowledged. I am a nice robot. I mean, in fairness, our leader did just get hit in the head with a brick from one of our own people. Just like to point that out because everyone seems to devalue what just happened.
Rusty, you're gonna have to
Yeah, is Abby
program
even
that thing.
up?
So Abby
she's
is
just got injury.
currently prone. She has a head injury.
Oh, okay.
So nobody's addressed the fact.
Glad
Now,
we brought along a medic.
at this moment, this is when Hal was trying to take Dan's hand.
Correctly.
Now, Dan managed to get out of that. So I'm assuming that Hal is standing next to the open door on this thing while he's doing
yeah,
that.
I was reaching in through the window.
Now, Rotclaw has fired a shot at his pincer. So I'm going to execute these just one after another, but they're all happening simultaneously. So Dan's pulled out of his grasp. So Rotclaw, I want you to give me a strength plus big guns, or just a normal, sorry, an attack roll.
Yep.
Now, it is increased difficulty because you are trying to specifically hit his pincer, and I'm assuming not the rest of Hal or Dan.
Correct.
Yeah, waiting for Dan to cop a bullet here for his troubles. Hey.
So what? 2d20s.
2d20s. Yep. And it's against your light machine gun.
Yep. 2 successes.
2 successes. What did you roll?
7 and a 4.
7 and a 4. Okay. So just let me know if you get 1s or let me know if you get 20s, please. So
Is that if it was big guns, it's 3 successes.
Yeah, 3 successes with big guns.
3 successes. So you easily feather the trigger. You don't use an entire burst in this case. You only use a couple of shots.
Yep.
You expertly, deftly hit the pincer on HAL 9001. You want to roll damage for... So for you, that is 4d6.
Total of 15.
No, so we're not doing totals.
What the hell?
So what did you roll?
One effect. It
3,
was
3, 4, and 5.
yeah,
Okay,
it's
so
one
you
effect.
do 1 point of damage, and we are not triggering the effect because the only effect that it could do is either shoot Rusty or shoot Dan. So unless you guys are going to go full PvP, for
is
no
that
apparent
physical
reason,
damage?
that will be 1 point of physical damage from that one. Yes.
Well, I can resist 1 point of physical damage. That's fine. So it actually does nothing.
It
And
bounces
my
off the
pincer,
pincer.
just spins around comically, like.
You will still take a hand injury from.
I did put I put an arm injury.
Sorry,
up
arm
as-
injury. Yes.
Yep, I assumed I would cop that.
Which
yes.
means you are not able to wield any two-handed weapons
Fine.
or perform any actions that require 2 hands.
Molotov cocktails. I only need 1 hand. However, cutting someone's. Oh, I could probably, as long as I grab someone with the pincer instead of with my other, I'll still be able to cut hands off. That's the main thing.
Now, Rusty, you wanted
Hmm.
to try to tinker with HAL 9001? Can
Have
you?
I seen the mole rats or I haven't?
So they are popping up at a bit of a distance around you. You've felt the tremors just as you've gone to look at HAL 9001. Are you going to continue, or are you going to look around?
I'll look around if I felt tremors.
Okay, so you're stopping that there.
Mhm.
Now, the mole rats get 1 attack round before anybody else.
Mhm.
So, from here, this one pops up out of the ground, runs, and manages to reach Rotclaw, who is distracted firing at HAL 9001. He's going to do a charge to attempt to knock you prone. And he misses that one. Okay, the second one is going to see Abby lying on the ground. It bursts up, runs straight over, and goes in for a bite. And
Can I defend at all, or I'm kind of out of it?
currently, you've just been hit in the head by a massive chunk of concrete. You're very dazed and you're lying prone. So it has basically got you unawares. You're going to be very groggy for a second. So you take 4 physical damage.
All right, can you adjust it, please?
Yes, I can. Yep. So that gets reduced by your leather armor down to 3. Abby's looking hurt at this point.
Mm.
Mhm.
Now, the other 2 are popping up where they felt the vibrations from these pipes getting dropped and moved around. This one is going to move in. And they're going to be running straight for this robot that they can see that's spinning around wildly.
That's my pincer.
Specifically your pincer. So from here, we are now, as per HAL 9001's request, I reorganized your images in the top right. So they are now in initiative order. So Sir Dan Cadillac, you're up first. You've just pulled away from HAL 9001.
Is the door that I've got open towards Abby or the other side?
So that's on the side that HAL 9001's on. So the opposite side to Abby.
So I probably don't have sight on the mole rat Abby at the moment, right?
No, you wouldn't be able to see that from here.
Right. How many bullets do I have? Alright. I'm gonna put my pipe pistol and take a shot at the mole rat chewing on HAL 9000.
Okay, so it hasn't quite reached him yet. You've got 2 within range. You've got one right here, and then you've got another one a little further back. So you're aiming for the closest one?
Yeah, let's go with the closest one.
Closest one? Okay. So in which case, give me an attack roll. So for you, that's
Okay.
2d20. Your target number is 14 for your pistol.
3d20. 7 and 6, so both hits.
Both hits. Yep.
And then it's 3d6, isn't it?
Now, yes, so it's 3d6, so... Yep.
114.
Alright, so you do 2 damage.
What's left?
To that one. Excellent.
Minor action. I'm just going to sit in the car for a moment.
Are you going to use any chems? Are you going to press buttons on the digger?
Can I try and open the door on Abby's side? Or is that a major action?
Look, I will say yes, you can kick out the door. I will still get you this because these are rusted. These are a bit jammed up. If you can give me an agility and athletics roll.
Agility and athletics roll. So beating a 10. 16 and a 1, so 2 successes.
2 successes? Yep, easily. So you give it a short, sharp kick right where the latch is, and it pops open. So you've now got a line of sight on where Abby's lying.
All right.
All right, that's your turn. So next up is Abby.
Assuming I'm stuck on the floor.
You are currently getting munched on, laying down on the ground. by a mole rat, yes.
Okay, so what can I do?
So first off, you can stand up with your minor action. You can then use your major action as your movement if you want to get away from this thing. If you would prefer to attack it, you can do that. If you want to try to heal yourself, if you've got a stim pack or first aid kit. Sorry, I'm not sure what everybody's got. If you'd like to vape, you can vape while you're lying there.
Like standing up would be a good idea.
To reload my page because it doesn't auto update because it's stupid. Yeah, so stand up and what's +1 diff to all ranged attacks?
So that is because you've been hit in the head.
Yeah, but what does diff mean?
Difficulty.
I don't do range. Oh, I do range.
You do ranged with a throwing knife, yes.
It's alright, wrong character. Can I run away?
Absolutely.
Run to the group.
Yep. All right, so do you want to run this side or run underneath the scoop of the digger?
Running
Well,
underneath
yeah.
sounds like a bad idea. So run to the other side.
Alrighty. Okay, and up next is Rusty.
Can I shoot the red roach that Abby just ran from?
The mole rat, you do not
Mole
have
rat.
a line of sight on that particular one. You have one closer to you.
Oh
so
yeah, okay.
right here at Rotclaw, or on the other side of Hal 9001. You've got a line of sight on both of them.
Okay, I will shoot at the one in front of the
Rotclaw?
Rotclaw.
Mhm.
Is everyone okay if I spend an action point to roll 3?
Yeah.
Alright.
I'm a bit sad we didn't regenerate any over yet.
Ooh, and I'm not about to regenerate any either. So I got a 4, which is... What's my tag skill? Small guns.
Yeah, that's it. That's a double.
That's a double. So I got a
that's
double.
2. So that regenerates you
The one that I spent.
action point.
Nice.
Excellent.
Okay.
If you roll damage.
3d6. Alright.
These rats look easy to shoot.
So that's 2 effects. So 2 damage and 2 effects.
Which
but I have
your
no
one
effect.
doesn't have any effects, so 2 damage.
Yeah.
Alrighty.
And I will remove an ammo. Not looking good. 6 bullets.
Burning through your ammo supplies here.
Yeah.
Rotclaw. You're
I'm
up
gonna
next.
turn around.
Oh, sorry, Rusty, did you want to take a minor action?
I should have done that. I should have aimed. That's okay. I'll aim for the next round. Yeah.
Alright. Excellent. Okay, Rotclaw.
I'm gonna turn around and try to punch with the brass knuckles.
Mhm.
The one that's right next to me.
Yep. So you're rolling
So that's-
2d20 against 14.
Yep. So that's 10 and 11.
Yep, so that's 2 successes.
And an unarmed, which is tag skill. So that's 3 successes.
So you've got to roll 4 or
Under
below.
4.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, cool.
Yep.
So only 2
to trigger that.
successes.
So 2 successes, that'll still generate you an action point. And you roll 4d6.
Yep. 2, 3, 5, and 4.
Okay, so you do 3 damage and you've stunned
Nice.
that one. All right, so A is stunned. All right, up next, HAL 9001.
I am going to attempt to pincer the closest mole rat to me.
Mhm.
So I'm assuming that's unarmed and
So
something.
you would need to move towards it. It's not
Yeah,
very
that's
far,
fine.
but you will move
Yeah.
that distance. There we go.
I
And then-
casually float up.
Yep.
Mhm.
So that'll be a
Um,
strength and unarmed.
Yeah, no successes.
No successes? Okay, so you swing and it dodges and is about to bite back at you.
Let me just check. What's 20? Oh no, sorry. The vault symbol's a 1. No, 2 successes. That's way better than I thought. I'd roll a 20. No, I rolled a 1.
Okay,
Very
so
good.
that's 2 successes. So you've generated an action point.
Sorry, I don't even know what my
Excellent.
own dice say.
Yep. And that'll be 2d6 for you.
Okay. So that is 2 damage and no effect, I presume.
All right, so that is 2 damage. Excellent. He is looking pretty dusty.
Mole rats are dusty, possibly from burrowing.
Good fact there, Hal.
You are recategorized as nice.
All
I
right.
only remember 1 action per person.
And the mole rats go. So the one attacking Rotclaw.
That's stunned.
Sorry, that one is stunned. So he does not get a move here. So the next one is the one that was going for Abby. Seeing her getting up and running away, it is going to give chase and then burrow.
Under the skin or the ground?
Under the ground.
Ah, okay.
So you don't have a line of sight on it currently.
Just start shooting the ground.
The one that you just attacked, HAL 9001, is going to try to claw back at you. And it does 1 physical damage.
That's repelled. Nice.
Ding! Claws don't do much against your metal plating. And the fourth one runs in to do the same. And it charges you, headbutts into you. And if I can get a contested roll from you, HAL 9001, agility plus athletics to try to avoid this thing charging into you.
No worries. I'll use an action point if that's okay.
Sure.
Ooh. Right. So that's 3, 5. You said athletics, didn't you?
So agility plus athletics, yes.
Yep. So that's 4 successes. 6 successes.
So you regenerate all the action points back up again. And you easily dodge out of the way.
Disgusting. This is why you're not meant to get to be able to go to 6 when you build your character.
That's all right. You would have got there eventually. And as he charges you, he goes straight past, slams himself into the side of the digger, and he's stunned for 1 round. So next up is Sir Dan.
I'll take another pot shot at the one that I shot first time.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
That's
So that is the one just in front of Hal.
double one.
So 4 successes. But you're already maxed out on action points. Yep. So
And 615.
Easily. That one. How does that one die?
So that one, just a straight bullet through the skull. Nothing fancy. Just getting a little blood on Hal for 9,000 though.
Just
Just that little splatter.
tiny bit of spray, a little bit of brain matter.
Yeah. And
Spray
then,
detected. Blood
You've-
lost.
You've
Not
still got your
enraged.
minor action.
let's see if you'll let me do this. I want to run through where I just kicked the door open, round to where Abby was.
Mhm.
Kind of. Did I
Uh,
see the one burrow?
You would have seen her run past, because you had that door was kicked wide open. So you would have
Yep.
seen her run past, and then the mole rat run past. I'm gonna say yes from your point of view, just.
All right. I want to run towards where Abby is, but I want to make like as much noise as I'm running to try and get the mole rat's attention.
Okay. So in which case you're on top of you're getting out of the cab here, and you're running on top of the digger. As you come out of the cab, you stomp your feet and slam the metal, and it makes a hell of a din.
And
So-
here comes the second wave of mole rat.
And you have summoned the death claw.
Turns out these weren't the ones in the pipe.
All right, excellent. Abby, your turn. So you've just been chased by a mole rat. It has burrowed into the earth behind you as you're running.
It didn't come up. Interesting.
What an a-hole. Okay, so is there actually anything to attack?
You've got a stunned mole rat, a stunned mole rat, and the last place that you saw this one go was burrowed down here. He may or may not still be there.
Alright, so attack the stunned mole rat.
Are you using your throwing knife or unarmed?
Throwing knife.
Okay. So are you using that as a melee weapon, running up to it, or are you staying back?
I didn't know I could use it as a melee weapon.
I will allow it. Yeah.
It's madness.
Okay, so do that.
Yeah, there was gun bashing in the base game.
True.
Equivalent of that. Okay. Makes sense. It's like getting shanked by it's like he's getting a prison shank.
Do I have to roll to hit?
Yep. So roll 2d20s.
7, 12.
So that is 2 successes. So if you roll 3d6.
6, 5, 5.
Okay, so that does 3 damage. And that is enough to kill that mole rat. So you stab it and skewer it into the ground.
Yeah.
Alrighty.
That sounds nice.
The things that
Good leader, killing
make her
dusty rats.
all right, Rusty.
The mole rat I was aiming at, is that still there or that's gone?
That's the one that Abby just
Yeah.
skewered.
So I'd like to try and gun bash the nearest mole rat with my rifle. So I'm running low on bullets.
Yeah, money's tight or ammo's tight all of a sudden.
I've got a whole 2 caps to my name. That's like 2 bullets.
All right. So for this, I'll consider it just a melee weapon. So if you can roll me strength plus melee.
Ugh, okay, that'll be big. I'm gonna use an action point.
You might as well use them with impunity.
Yeah,
That would-
you guys seem to be generating them. I got 1 success.
That's enough. And if you can roll 2d6 for damage.
Oh, yep. 2d6. Oh, that's a bit.
For you, yes.
Yeah, yeah. So 1 effect, so that's 1 damage.
So one damage. So
Yeah. Unless the effect is stun. I don't know.
in this, no.
Yeah, that's fine.
You wish.
All right. So that is on him. Okay, perfect. Are you using a minor action?
Could I have aimed? Or was aiming
last
just for...
Aiming is for ranged weapons.
Ranged weapons, yeah,
Yeah.
okay.
Makes sense. Really
Nah, I'm
carefully lined up my lining up the back of my gun. Boom. Looks kind of like a pool shot almost.
Looking
I
down
think you
the
line up
sights
like a pool
backwards.
cue and then just like push it. I do it forwards instead of gun bash. You're actually just like poking him in the eye with the barrel.
You don't deal damage, you deal minor inconvenience. Alright, so Rockclaw.
All right, so let's move over to one that is left.
So currently you have the one that's next to Rusty, between Rusty and HAL 9000, and the last place you saw this one was where he burrowed just here.
Yep, I'll go over the one that's up above.
Mhm.
The knuckles again.
Yep. Leaning on Rusty for support there.
Okay, 1 success.
One
And
success is enough.
1 unarmed, so that's 2 successes.
2 successes, so that regenerates the action point that you spent before. So 4d6.
1, 4, 4, and 5.
Okay, so that is 2
and
damage.
2 in effect.
And he is stunned again. All right, HAL 9001.
I'll use an action point and I'll go in. I just want to like basically try to chop his head off with the pincer.
Yep. So strength plus unarmed.
Yep. So that's one success.
1 success is enough. Give me 2d6.
2 damage.
2 damage. He is barely hanging on.
Mole rat attempts to be hanging.
There is blood all over him. He's been bashed in. He's twitching, but not actually moving properly.
Mole rat appears unkillable, and I just motion towards the Molotov cocktails in my guts, as if I like motion as if that's what I'm preparing to do next time around.
Don't do it.
And that's my turn.
All right, so the mole rats go.
programmed HAL
So the
9001 works for Skynet.
the one
Skynet is
closest
love.
to the rest of you in the pack here shakes off its stun, and it gets into a defensive position because it's now surrounded by other creatures, and it's freaking out a little bit. The one that had burrowed pops up over here, hearing the clanging from the metal. And it is going to spend its major action to try to actually jump up onto this. What are we going to be rolling for that one?
Athletics and strength.
It's a bit simpler for creatures. They've just got body and
Okay.
mind.
Oh, nice.
Yep.
Well, it's probably not mind then, unless it's some. Oh god, it's a brain rat.
So it manages to get onto one of the tires, and it slips and falls back down to where it was. Hissing and making noises up at you. Sir Dan. So from there, we are back to the top of the round. Sir Dan.
All right, hearing the mole rat try to attack the tire and fall down, I turn around and make way over to jump on it with a melee attack.
All right. So you're just gonna hit it with your pistol, or
I'm jumping on it, like
you okay?
full on coup de grace, stomping on it.
He's going for the.
5
He's going
feet.
for the,
Yep.
he's going for the Steam
Well, I
achievement
hop
of killing an enemy by jumping on it.
WWE style.
All right. So can
Do
you
nothing.
give me? You try to be accurate with this, so I'm gonna say agility plus unarmed.
Agility plus
So that'll
unarmed,
be a
alright.
target number
use
of
an
9.
action point.
Yeah, please.
Yeah, I'll use an action point. So that means I roll 3 dice, right?
3 d20s. Yep.
3d20. Wait, 1 sec. There we go. 10, 23. 2 successes.
2 successes.
And 1 major fail.
Okay. So with that, you stomp on this mole rat. It instantly dies from you crushing its skull as you land on it. Its body then bloats and explodes all over you.
Like putting too much air in a balloon.
And luckily, it only does
12 rabies damage.
2 energy damage
Oh.
Ow.
to everyone within close range. Luckily, everybody else is on the other side of this digger, so they're protected from the explosion from this mole rat.
Oh, god damn! Filthy varmint!
Next up is Abby. You've got 1 mole rat left that's between the group. It is almost dead. What would
I
you like
yell
to do?
out, finish her off, boss.
Alrighty. Oops. 9 and 15.
Okay, so that is 1 success. So you throw your knife. Because of you being hit in the head, your aim is not so good, and your knife goes flying past into the dirt.
But I haven't rolled. One was a success.
Yep. You needed 2. Because of your head injury, the difficulty goes up for you trying to hit things at range.
I mean, with your head injury, maybe we can convince you that it hit so that you don't get all sad. Good throw, boss.
Next up is Rusty.
Yeah.
Come on, finish him
I'll
off.
yeah. All right. I'll take a shot.
Take a shot.
No.
Don't waste your ammo.
Is this
I
with your
will-
rifle?
Yeah.
So you're in melee range, so that will
Okay,
increase
okay,
the difficulty.
That's okay. I'll melee.
Yep.
So I'm going to spend an action point to roll 3.
Okie
12, 8, and a 1, and I needed a 6. So the
Oh,
1 counts
great.
for 2.
Yeah, so you needed a 6, so yeah, so you get the
Yeah.
2, so you regenerate that action point.
I did aim. No, aiming doesn't count. No. Okay.
No.
Yep.
And rolling 2d6s.
2d6, yep,
3
Nice.
damage.
easy. So how does the last mole rat die?
Just like Fallout 3, its head just flies off randomly and just keeps rolling for a minute.
Rolls and rolls and rolls until it rests against the stack of pipes
Concrete
at the
barrier,
back.
yeah.
Can I go pick
Texas
the head up?
break for a second.
You would like a mole rat head?
I want a mole rat head.
Okie dokie.
That- Combat complete?
Da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da.
There you go.
Danke. Alrighty. So
I take my claw back off of like my hatch. And it's like lethal command cancelled.
Oh.
Awaiting orders.
you were showing off your Molotov cocktail. That's right.
As I walk back with the head in my hand, I just walk past Rusty and go, "We need to reprogram this piece of shit."
Great. I'm going to give it a new voice. That's the first thing.
Hello, Dave. Do you dream about me at night?
No, we're doing the British butler voice. That's what we're doing.
Fuck me.
You mean the accent that
Yeah,
Elfman
well.
can't do for shit? Yeah, that one.
Oh, he'll be great.
Or it just turns into an Indian half the time.
Oh god.
I'm always partial to the Asian vernacular.
Ni hao.
As Rusty's flipping through the dial in the back of HAL 9000, flicking between the different presets.
Different voices.
Alrighty, so you've blocked
Are
up.
we gonna butcher these mole rats?
If you'd like to do that, you can.
I guess I'm the outdoorsman, weirdly.
So if you can give me an
Alright, what
agility and
skill-
outdoorsman.
Agility. So 6
Yep.
plus 3 is 9. I'll spend an action point because what else are we using them on? Oh, bugger. Well, 2 of those dice are cocked. Those 2 are actually cocked. Does that mean I get to re-roll them?
Yeah, re-roll them if they're cocked.
Alright. Yeah, that wasn't much better. That one was a 4, 1 success.
1 success. Okay, so you butcher these mole rats. You get together enough to make 1 ration each.
Okay.
So I get 2.
As you manage to deftly
great.
avoid the gas membrane pocket on the ones that had not exploded everywhere, so that you don't accidentally trigger that same effect that Sir Dan saw earlier. So everybody can add 1 ration. All right. What else would you like to do from here?
So does that campsite look empty?
From what you can see, you haven't seen anything moving over there.
Who was our sneaky guy?
I'm pretty sneaky.
You want to go scout that camp?
Yeah, right. I think we're done with the digger anyway. And I'll start scouting my way over.
Please be done with the digger.
Actually, I'm gonna grab the keys for the digger first, and then I'll make my own. Sneakily make my way over.
The fusion core out of the digger.
Damn
Yeah,
it.
I was gonna say, don't forget that.
We could have a tractor, Rocklaw.
What? So we can like drive around in it slower than we can walk.
Hey, just remember, we do get extra money if we bring this thing back.
That's true. We could come back past
Do we?
here.
Yeah. Do you
Farming
guys not listen to the
yeah.
briefings?
No.
Get water, get the equipment, get the money.
That's
Well,
very true.
okay.
Ashes, I say as I sneak off.
Loudly face palming, like compromising all your stealth. Either they slap me from behind the bush or whatever.
All right. So what are we doing with this thing?
Can I search the other diggers while he's sneaking up to the
Yep. So we'll do this one at a time. So
Mhm.
just to the closest one that is currently half digging a hole just here. Are you trying to hop inside, or what are you trying to do?
Yeah, I just want to check inside them all and see
Just-
if there's anything to salvage.
Open them up, take a look around. The door is the same as the one on the first digger. It's rusted shut. It's not looking in a great state. Can you give me a strength and athletics roll to try to, if you want to wrench this off, or if you want to try to lever it off, use agility?
Strength and athletic 10. Oh, I've got 2 successes.
2 successes, easy. So you generate an action point and you rip the door off its hinges. Out from the cockpit, another skeleton falls out. Looks like the whole construction crew was here.
Let's go on. There's something very unusual about this. All of these construction workers appeared to be working at one time. Very suspicious.
You didn't notice the one skeleton up the on the road with a shovel in his hand, not actually doing anything. So the skeleton falls out. You rummage through the inside of the cab. There's nothing much apart from a lunchbox. And you find 1 Nuka-Cola in there, which you can add as 1 water.
Oh. Nice.
That's such a United Statesian way of interpreting it. Coke is water.
It says diet. You want to go around to each of them?
Yep.
Yep, so we'll do the same thing. They're all in about the same state. So give me another strength and athletics roll.
3 successes.
3 successes. So you've generated all of your action points back up. You just keep ripping the doors off these things. Inside the cab of the third one, you don't find a skeleton. It's actually pretty clean on the inside. This has been sealed up and hasn't really had any ingress from outside. This one seems in a lot better condition.
Is there a key in it?
Give me one moment. Let's roll. There is not a key in the ignition. Would you like to spend a bit of time looking through the inside?
Yeah, I'll have a look through it.
Mhm.
See if there's anything value.
Give me a luck and outdoorsman roll, please.
Action point for that. 1, 8, and a 17. So 2 successes.
8 and a 17, so you're that would be no successes.
But I got a 1, 8, and a 17.
Rolling 2d20s, or are you
No,
using
no,
an action point?
I used an action point.
Sorry, I didn't hear you. Excellent. Okay, so the 1 is worth 2. So you generate that action point back.
Yep.
You pop down the sun visor, and the key to this one falls on your head.
Put it in and see if she turns on.
It clicks, and you see the no power light flashing, the same as the first one.
All right, well that's all right. I can. This one at least is in a good condition, so I'll remember that. Let's move to the next one.
So that is that one here. Moving around to the next one.
Yep.
Give me a strength and athletics roll.
That is two successes.
2 successes, easy. So once again, you rip the door off, leave it on the ground, jump inside. If you can give me another luck and outdoorsman roll, please.
I use another
Action point.
action point.
Sure.
That is 1 success.
1 success. Yep. So this one, now that you know what you're looking for, you find the key to this one pretty quickly. You turn the key, it's doing the same thing. You do
What's
find
the conditions of this one?
so this one, it looks like water's got in. It's not in great nick, but you're getting the same thing, power light coming up. So it looks like all of these were using fairly low yield power devices before the war, so they've well and truly run out 200 years later. It would be serviceable, but it's going to require a lot more repairs than the last one that you were looking at. Then what you
Move to the last
also
one?
notice
sorry.
is inside one of the hatches, the little glove compartments in the dash, there is a first aid kit.
The one.
Also, why have you got 3 first aid kits already? You picked
don't
up
know, that-
1,
Yeah, I picked up 1, so
so that should
that's
be
now
1.
2.
Yeah, so that's now 2. Yeah.
I didn't set it at 3, so
All good. All right, so you come up to the last one, the big tipper.
Yep.
You've got to climb up on the wheel to get into this one. You rip the door clean off. Inside, the keys are in the ignition. You push a skeleton out. Somebody who was working in here. You don't find anything particularly of note. When you try to key in the ignition, same thing, no power.
Cool.
But that is...
Algorithm suggests that the front end loader with backhoe most efficient.
So what are we wanting to do with these?
Someone could drive one back. I guess they're not going to go anywhere. They've been here for about 2,000 years or a couple hundred years or whatever, right?
Couple of hundred years, give or take.
Grab them on the way back.
Yeah, I mean, like, what are they going to do? So if someone comes along with 5 fusion cores and takes them away, well, they just needed them more than we did.
Yeah.
Alright, so Rotclaw, you can have your fusion core back if you've taken that back out of it.
I got
Yep.
it. I got it back.
Now from that, Sir Dan, were you looking at the campsite?
Yeah.
Okay. So are you going from the road or just walking straight through?
Sort of
And-
going, between the diggers to sneakily approach, just
Mhm.
making sure I can't get seen by anything nearby.
Yep. So in which case, if I can get you to give me a, let's say, perception plus sneak.
Plus sneak, so 12. That should be 2d.
And anything
number
5
is
or
doubled.
below is under your tag skill as well.
2 9s.
Okay, so that's 2 successes.
Mhm.
So with that, you sneak up. You do not see any movement whatsoever. You do notice a few piles that have been made around the place.
I've been noticing that too.
Oh.
So small piles of rubbish and debris that look like they've been swept up into one
My
spot.
brother Wally has been here.
I want to carefully walk over and sort of examine a pile, maybe check if there's like a mine under it.
Okay, so the closest one to you?
Yep.
Mhm.
You're about to detach your own hands. I wouldn't even need to help you.
Use my foot.
All right.
You use your feet to kick it out of the way.
Yeah, it's just a mine.
Jump on it like a little kid in a muddy puddle.
All right. Can you give me an agility and sneak?
Sneak.
Yep.
So that is
What's that, 13? Yep.
18 and a 6.
Okay, so 1 success.
Yep.
You very delicately brush away some of the debris. And underneath, you find what you've seen previously, an improvised explosive. So it's a powder charge. It's a Nuka-Cola can that's jammed with explosives. And it's got a little tiny sensor module on it.
And I'm going to slowly back away, and when I'm far away, just sprint back to the group.
Is it a proximity sensor? Guess we'll find out.
You have managed to successfully get away from it without setting it off somehow.
Okay. So there's a lot of explosives around that camp. If all those little piles over there have those explosives over there, that thing is set to it's gonna make what was that ancient event called? Hiroshima seem like a little splash.
I believe the joke is it will make Hiroshima seem like Nagashima. Do you get the
Good
joke?
work there, Hal. That humor
Use-
chip really paid off.
Yeah,
Usefulness
need
of
to upgrade
campsite.
that as well.
I like it.
Usefulness of campsite deemed low. Recommendation module suggests
Can we use
Continuing.
the explosives against the raiders?
Using explosives against
How
raiders,
you
and I'm picking up a rock and throwing it immediately at the piles.
Please
because
do
I
not
think
do that.
I
gonna-
thought that was the command I was given. So
I pick up a rock at the same time and throw with Al.
at the okay, well,
Sorry.
what am I
Okay.
rolling?
So
I'm throwing a rock at it.
What?
first off, HAL 9001, give me a strength and throwing.
I think it's very unlikely for that to a throwing is going to be like, yeah, it's 2 fails.
The rock doesn't even make it halfway there.
That
Good
was
job,
my
Hal.
bad
Just
pincer.
falls into the dust.
However, I'm satisfied because I think the command has been executed.
Now, Rotclaw, did you want to do the same thing?
Yeah, as I saw him pick it up, I threw one as well.
Okay, so strength plus throwing.
Your rock would probably be bigger than mine, hey?
Throwing.
It's one of the chunks of concrete that hit Abby earlier. So your throwing is 0.
One success.
One. With your incredible strength, it makes the distance.
Did I tell you I'm standing behind one of the that goes.
Yeeted it over the top, just hoping to hit something.
You pause for a second as all of you hold your breath,
Thud.
and then the powder charge goes off.
Oh,
Ah, shit.
The crates and this campsite disappear, get blown to
fan on?
dust. The fence gets knocked down. Not quite far enough for the
The ones
the
just get set off.
caravan to get hit.
Did any of the other ones get set off?
They have not been set off.
Usefulness downgraded from low to 0.
Dirt and dust around the place, but it just looks messed up like it looked before.
Well, at least I guess there's a way in, and if someone's gone to the trouble of putting explosives around it, there's got to be something in there, right?
Unlikely. Justification.
Well, you are a robot, so I have to believe you.
Justification will be issued now. If it was something useful, they would not leave it in a place that was going to get blown up. Sense not detected.
you're assuming the raiders are intelligent.
Perhaps you were thinking about an electronic game version of real life rather than actual real life.
Unless the person in there was, camping out, was trying to protect themselves from the raiders. I mean, like, shit, I didn't want to go near that place when I saw those things.
Seems illogical. They would die if someone came to visit them.
So you're assuming they have friends. I don't know, boss. What do you reckon? Is it going to be worth her time, or are we going to keep moving forward?
How is the boss going?
Yeah, maybe someone should.
Still worse for wear. Like maybe someone might want to heal me a little bit.
Someone with a first aid kit? Cough, doctor's bag, cough.
You got the super mutant walking around with 2 first aid kits, no intelligence and no medicine skill.
Oh.
Hey,
And you've got the
Rip
medic
Claw.
has been hit in the head with concrete.
Unable
Maybe.
to form logical decisions at this time. Try again later.
Yeah, Rockclaw, can't help but notice the fancy bag you're carrying around. Like a doctor's kit.
I mean, Hal can't help but notice the robot armor that you're carrying around.
First
You know,
aid
we
kit
all
I
got
found.
problems.
Well, I mean, boss ain't looking so good. Should we? I mean,
Well,
I don't know. You a doctor?
I don't know how to fucking use this thing. So
Oh, Rusty, how are you with a pair of syringes?
A pair?
I
You
work.
dual
I
wield
work
them?
on machines, not on people. People are like machines, right?
Kind
I
of.
mean, I reckon.
can't hurt.
My first aid skill is this is non-existent.
None
So
of us have first aid.
not a single one of you
Well,
put a point
it's
into
zero.
medicine.
What happens if I give it to the boss and say, use this?
On yourself.
So you're handing her a first aid kit? That would
Yeah.
make sense.
Say, hey, boss, I got this for you.
Do I have the mental capacity to understand what is even being handed to me?
Look, you're dazed. So it will be harder for you to do first aid on yourself. However, it's not impossible.
Use a luck. Oh, no. Use skill points. Use them all.
Yeah,
Action
use
point.
all action points.
I just love the fact that all of you took intelligence as a dump stat, basically.
We're soldiers.
Except for Abby.
That's why she's the
captain.
boss.
Yeah, that's why she's the leader. Just like real life, you've got drones and you've got someone who's actually intelligent.
So yes, if you would like to use the first aid kit on yourself, you can, Abby.
Okay, I'll attempt to do that.
Right, bro, did you just fart in here? That stinks. What the hell? Sorry.
Alright, so if you can give me an intelligence and medicine check, and I would strongly advise probably
Use action
use some
points.
action points here to give yourself extra d20s.
Use at least 2.
So you got 4 action points currently.
Okay, so I'll use 2.
So Nos, is it 1 for 1, 3 for 2, 5 for 3, or are you doing it just 1 for 1?
Huh?
So I think in the regular game, your first extra d20 is 1 action point. Your second action point.
Sorry. Yes, it is. That's right. It's 1 action point gets you 1 d20. If you want a second d20, it's 2 more action points. That's right.
Yeah.
So yes,
Hell,
if you want to bring it up to
fuck
4
is with that
d20s,
gift?
that's 3 action points. But if you want to roll, and your target number is 7 or less. So what'd you roll? You rolled a 3 and a 5. So that is just enough to be able to patch yourself up. So you can heal yourself for 7 points, plus 1 for your medic's novice perk, plus 2 for using a first aid kit. So that puts you back up to full health.
Boss is good, doctor.
Now you still have this head injury. That's going to take either some time or some skill to get rid of. HAL 9001, same with your arm injury.
I haven't even noticed. I don't have a self, like I don't have any algorithms that either check if an action has been completed successfully or if I basically got no error checking. So I'm not even aware that that's the case.
That's an issue. Yep. So until you actually try to pick up something with
No.
2 pincers,
No, not even then, because I've got no error checking. I'll execute that
you'll
action.
just fail. Yeah. Alrighty, with Abby healed up, feeling a little bit better. Everybody's ears ringing from the blast that's just gone off nearby.
I turn to the boss and say, "Can we set them all off?"
I was very dizzy and confused. You're going to have to tell me what's going on.
There's explosives over there. I want to set them all off.
To what end?
See what's underneath them.
Logic failure detected.
And
mean-
what have you currently found?
Nothing, because we haven't gone over there yet. But I like the big boom.
Could we check out the caravan before you blow up everything?
Yeah, I'm
So
down
y-
for that.
Okay, so you're meaning over there near the caravan.
Yes.
All right, how about we go and investigate the area first?
That's great idea.
Yeah, we just might want to be a little bit light-footed around it. It's volatile.
Clarify, did you say Molotov?
No, Hal. Volatile. Molotovs are for raiders.
Cancellation accepted.
Alrighty, so who would like to proceed in?
I'll go
I'm not-
back since I know
I'm
what's
not going
there.
to walk over there. I'm just going to stay where I am. Holding a rock.
Alright, so Sir Dan, are you making a beeline straight for the caravan? Are you trying to investigate the pile closest to you and the caravan?
This
or-
time, I want to make my way over to the caravan, but again, treading lightly, looking for any other explosives that could be hidden.
So you've already identified there is little swept up piles around the place. A few of them have now been covered in large amounts of dirt. If you want to make your way to the caravan, without trying not to set anything off, if you can give me another agility and sneak roll, please.
Agility and sneak. I'll save the last action point. Oh, and I shouldn't have. 20 and 14. I think that is 2 fails.
As you're walking along, you hear a click.
Uh-oh.
A
You
20
have-
is a complication.
I don't think it needed an extra complication.
I think you should spend a luck point.
It's too late now.
How do luck
but
points
easy.
work again?
Hands
So
are pretty.
do it.
you reduce your current luck by 1 point, and you can re-roll one of the d20s.
I'll do that, please.
Yep.
6, re-roll a 20, a 9.
Okay, what was your target number?
13.
13. Okay, so that is 1 success. So
I think
you
the DM's being very generous here.
Yeah, for sure.
you feel a tripwire, and you just barely touch it and react and freeze yourself.
Okay. Oh, there better be a lot of gold in this bloody trailer.
You don't want to move at this point.
Question or statement?
Oh,
That was a statement. So you've currently got the tripwire is now wedged between the tongue of your boot and your jeans.
Oh, I am.
It hasn't set off, but you're kind of stuck where you are. What would you like to do? I'll
Yeah.
give.
Dan
Why
was
did you
assessed
stop
as
so,
good.
Dan?
So
I'd like to come in. I immediately come in and put my hand on the plate, or my weight on the plate, because he's been assessed as good.
So it's a
When it-
tripwire, not a plate.
Cut the
Okay.
tripwire.
Yeah.
I just. How would you disable tripwire?
Now,
I
with
trigger it.
explosives and lockpicking skills as both my expertise, would I know how to disarm a trip wire without setting it off?
You are not close enough to the actual device to disconnect it properly. You know how to. You could talk someone else through it.
How, buddy?
Yep, I come in and what I do is I take because I just think I'm saving Dan, so I just like take the pressure of the tripwire. So like my pincer
Oh,
is now taking the weight of the tripwire with
Oh.
kind of like where Dan was, right? Because he's touching the tripwire, yeah.
Yeah, he has
Oh,
it
yeah.
snagged onto
Yeah.
him.
Well, he must do, but yeah. So I sort of take the weight of the snag, so
Cut
now
it.
I'm
Alright.
now snagged as well.
You don't want
Hal,
to take
I'm
the
going to
weight.
need you to
Take
hold
the
that there.
weight and it's gonna go.
No. Hal, I need you to hold it there. I'm just going to go over here, disarm the trap. Do not
Holding.
move.
Holding
Okay.
perfectly.
First thing, yep. So HAL 9001, can you give me an agility and explosives roll, please?
I'm probably
So
going to
this is
use
you
the action
attempting to grab
Yeah.
the
I
Oh,
wouldn't
tripwire
be
without
mad if
setting
you
it off.
use an action
Oh.
point.
Actually, I'm really good at explosives. I'm going to use the action point anyway.
You're using it? Okay.
Yep. Okay, I'm going to need it. That was lucky. Oh, thank God. Because it was a 16, 20, and a 5. So that's 2 successes. Easy.
So just enough. You've grabbed. It has not set off. Who knows how?
Oh, I
Uh,
don't know. Oh, you said how, not Hal.
yeah. Dan, you can now extricate yourself if you would like.
Yep, and I'm going to move over to where the tripwire is and try and disarm it.
Okay, you're doing it yourself. Yep.
Could I,
Yep.
because I'm an explosives expert as well, I think that's fair to say. Could I assist by making any observations of anything where he could improve while he's doing it? So I'll say anything that's like valid for the purposes of this activity.
Okay, so you're holding the
Holding
tripwire,
position, but
watching
I'm
what
looking at what
Dan's doing,
Yes.
and telling him your advice as you're working. I'd say that's fair. Yes.
Yep. So obviously it could be anything where I can visually detect.
Yep.
Or whatever
So,
I've got. Let's say
so
visually.
Dan, if you can give me an agility and explosives roll.
And explosives, so
So
that's
you roll
12,
2d20, and then Hal, you can roll 1d20.
6 and 4. Double success.
I have 1 success.
Okay, so that's 3 successes because your explosives is one of your tags, Sir Dan.
Oh, cool.
Plus 1 success
4.
from Hal, so you generate 3 action points back.
Oh. Got it on farm.
Sorry, 2 action points back. My mistake. And you successfully disarm the little light on the sensor module on this powder charge goes out. You can add 1 powder charge to your inventory.
Oh, nice.
Oh, good job, Hal. Okay.
So that's 1.
Just from where I'm standing, do I see any other tripwires?
No, you're looking for now.
Can you give me a perception and explosives roll?
Perception and explosive, so 11. 1 success, 120. So another complication.
I think it'd be fair to say that I'm looking with. I don't know. Can I assist him with the same search? Is that like too
Yep,
like metagamey?
You guys both know what you're doing, so yeah, you can roll an extra
What was it? Perception and
explosives because you're looking for tripwires here.
Yep, 3 successes. No, 2 successes. Sorry,
2
It's
successes.
possible.
Okay, so what you can see is that the one over here has a tripwire. The one over here has nothing. This has nothing. This one has a tripwire. And you can't see the further ones on the outside from where you're standing.
It appears it's safe to proceed to the door of the caravan.
Look over at Hal. Look at the caravan.
I give
Nod
him
to
like
myself.
that cowboy nod.
That cowboy nod of, there better be a strong drink in there. And I slowly, tentatively walk towards the cabin again.
Okay, so you're going into the caravan?
I'm gonna stand at the door of the caravan.
Yeah. Yeah, that's why I specifically said safe to proceed to the door. I didn't say safe. I changed my words from safe to go into the caravan.
All right. So you've seen that one and that one both have tripwires. So Sedan, you have proceeded to the doorway. So I'm assuming you're looking for.
I'm looking at the ground, I'm looking at the ceiling. Anything ticking?
You look inside. You see a sleeping bag.
Nothing else?
Nothing else in there that indicates anything outstanding. Now that you've dealt with a little bit, you know what to look for.
And the sleeping bag is empty?
Sleeping bag is empty.
I sigh, walk into the caravan and grab the sleeping bag.
Had to come back with something.
And carefully make my way back to Hal and then the group.
You rolling this up and carrying it on your back?
Yep.
Sure.
Stuffing it in my backpack.
It's twice the size of you.
Oh, that's a big sleeping bag.
Once you roll it out, yeah. Not so much when you
yeah.
when you roll it up.
Oh yeah, take the time, roll a bell back in. It's very neat and tidy.
Now, are you moving towards any of the other?
Nope, I'm walking where we came from. Back to the group.
Following your footprints exactly, you head
Yep.
back to the group.
Hal is confused.
Hal, just follow. We're done.
Hal declared there being no usefulness. You interpreted usefulness. On what data did you proceed? Confusion. Confusion.
Usually people put explosives to guard valuable things or to stop them from dying while they protect something. I was hoping for at least a gun with 2 bullets remaining in the holster.
Hal is confused. Logic not proportional to hope.
Look, Hal, do you like fireworks?
Hal loves fireworks, and I fire off my flare.
Oh, whoa,
No. So I'm fired off my signal flare
Your
into
signal
the air.
flare?
Yep.
You know what? I'm just not going to talk anymore. Boss,
So you
I'm
see
done.
a crazily large light comes out of this signal flare. Colored orange smoke starts billowing from it up into the air, making a column really, really quickly.
If anyone knew where we were, they fucking do now.
Well,
So, man,
I'm just going to walk past the group and sit inside one of the rusty diggers and just look at it.
So Elfman that has consumed that signal flare.
Okay, no problem.
They're ones that you crack and they're consumed.
Yep, no problem.
So everybody 4 kilometers around would be able to see the column of bright orange smoke that is signaling this position.
Yeah, that's really fucking smart. I just get my rifle ready, pocket.
I face palm and continue to vape.
How's logic algorithm suggests that perhaps leaving is a good plan? Our position has been assessed as compromised.
By you dickhead.
Thanks, Hal.
You're welcome. Dan continues to be assessed as good.
With all of you standing there, Rusty, the radio on your back crackles into life. And you hear the familiar voice from your settlement of Captain Lewis. And he's coming through going, have we got NCR personnel northeast of Abby's Chuckle Hut? We're seeing signal smoke. Does anybody need assistance?
Rusty.
I'll be like negative accidental activation of flare.
Accidental
wait.
discharge.
Yeah, thanks. That's
Premature discharge?
I yell out going, we need ammo.
They can pick up the farm tools.
Well, true. That I come on the I hear you say that, and I come because I've got mad good speech, and I say, Commander, orders received and processed. Farm tool at location. One digger. Selection of 5 to choose from. Fusion core required. Negative fusion core. Available to party. Suggest. Send team to recover all 5 tractors. 5 fusion cores required. Over.
Captain Lewis says, sorry, who is this?
This is nominated communicator of Team Abby. And I'd like to point out that I think it would be fair, I'd like to roll as best I can to convince them here that this was all planned.
Yeah, that's where I was thinking too.
Okay.
Can you give me
Could
a charisma and speech roll, please?
Yes, and
Now,
I would like
I will
to
remind you,
roll-
you are
Yep.
lying.
Yes, that's fine. I'd like to use an action point as well, please.
Burning an action point, yep.
Okay, so those are 2 failures. And that is 1 success. I'd like to use a luck to re-roll one of my die. So that is 2 successes, sadly.
2 successes?
Given I was rolling against 16. That was pitiful.
No, that's enough. So Captain Lewis pipes through and he goes, Abby's settler group, okay. Yep, we'll dispatch salvage team when we can. So what have you got there? You've got construction vehicles. Did I hear that right? Over.
What do you call it? Abby's group receiving? Yes.
10-4 Blood Gulch.
4 construction vehicles, 1 digger. Repeat. Over.
All right. So do you need any other assistance or just the salvage group to come through?
Salvage. Abby's group. Receiving. Fusion core required per vehicle. 5 maximum required. Over.
All right, they're hard to come by, but we'll see what we can find. We'll have a soldier group meet there to secure them, and then a salvage team will come through. If you're still there in about 30 minutes, you can meet up with them.
Bring ammo.
Negative. Negative, Captain. Must proceed to objective. Water required for base. Location secured. Mole rats destroyed. Location secured. Mole rats destroyed. Vehicles ready. Over.
Explosives in the ground.
Group must continue. Oh yes. Beware. Campsite. Explosives. Beware. Campsite explosives. Repeat. Over.
All right, thanks for the heads up, Abby's group. Over and out.
I'll give you back to Mum now. Over.
All right. So with that, I'm assuming you're leaving the signal flare here. It'll continue burning for about the next 30 minutes, just spewing orange smoke into the sky to mark that location for them. Are you wanting to hang around to meet up with the soldier group, or are you wanting to continue on, or do something else?
I reckon we should continue on.
The soldier group can deal with whoever gets drawn here.
Boss man.
All right, if they're going to deal with that area, then we should move on.
Alrighty, so we will take a quick 10-minute break here, and we'll set up the next scene.
Nice. As we walk through, the rock that I've got in my hand, I want to throw back at one of the piles, just as we're firing up past, just to see what happens.
So it's throwing back.
I reach out and grab your hand.
But I'm walking behind everyone.
And I look at you and I say, don't.
Damn it.
Do you say don't with your eyes or your mouth?
Big bada boom.
All right. So I think that's been poo-pooed.
Okay.
We'll take a
I'll do
10
it on
minute.
I'll do it on the way back.
The scavenger crew doesn't blow themselves up.
Well, that's on them. We gave
I
them
waited
every
till we
bit of
got
information
back.
required.
I love the fact that you guys are a bunch of anarchist idiots sometimes. It makes me so happy.
Yeah, but as long
Hey,
as
we played it off
corporate thinks-
very well.
Yeah, we did great.
So
The thing is, it's whatever the corporate report says, and by that corporate report, we did awesome.
Elf, whose hand is that?
It's mine. It's very
I
tiny.
feel like
little
it's
son.
Barbara's. I hope it's Barbara's. Or else Elfie's been doing a lot of work on his fingers.
What, to make them tiny? By like sucking on them
To make them
constantly?
look baby-like.
Mm. I've had plastic surgery to give myself baby hands.
Even worse, you've cut off a baby's hands and had them surgically attached.
Well, I do love hands. Barbara, did you
Yeah,
lose
well,
it?
you've got a bit of a weird
Well, that's-
obsession.
That's why you have children, so you can use their organs later in life.
And
Elf, is that
True.
HAL 9000's girlfriend? And that
Where?
GIF?
What, the washing machine or the thing doing the washing machine?
I think
Both.
I think Dan promised you a toaster as a wife last time around, so
I did. I haven't forgotten.
Remember the time I gave you girly nails?
Yeah, that was great because I remember peeling them off on the train and the person opposite me thinking that I was taking my nails off like a leper and nearly vomiting into his hands.
that you had leprosy.
It was good because they were clear.
Exactly. That's one of my most memorable moments of my entire life. I kid you not. I've reflected on that so many times. Leave it there, mate.
I don't even remember doing it. I just remember you like holding your hand and like looking at it and
I think I tried to type and stuff when they were like uncut, so they were like super long. There'd be a photo somewhere, but long lost, I suspect.
Yeah, long and gangly.
Yeah, probably long gone.
That's because Nos is a massive softcock and wouldn't let you practice on him, if I recall correctly.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah, geez, Nos, I even did that for my niece.
Look, she wishes that she could get nails this good.
I feel like Nos and I just put our foot down.
We just were men acting like men.
We said, "Listen here, woman." And then we got our ass beaten.
Handed to us, yeah. Okay. So my aim is, by the end of this, you will all have something physically attached to your back.
Like
Well,
an
if I
extra
remove
limb.
enough parts from Dan Cadillac, he can be strapped to my back.
Oh, Trish, can you also send me that link to the thing I'm going to buy for Colleen?
It's on my my page.
Is it? Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, you jump on my my posts. It's like the last thing I posted pretty much on that. Yeah, it's 29 because it's a Sunday. I can't do the Friday and I can't do the Saturday because I'm actually competing in a comp on the Saturday and I don't want to be tattooed before I compete in a comp.
Very true.
Otherwise, I would have gone Friday.
I say, well, Colleen's off Sunday anyway, so it works good. That's purchased through Eventbrite, was it?
Yeah, Eventbrite.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, just look for the Sunday session. Should be 29.
Yeah,
We didn't bother with the VIP or anything like that.
Yep, Sunday pass.
Yeah. What is going on? Are you okay? Do you need
think-
help?
I think I killed him.
Fuck me, that's sorry, bro.
Oh, you got told off.
Yeah, big time.
Oh, sorry, Greg. It's in behalf.
I wonder
Do you
if
care
we
to share with the group?
Oh, it's in the Discord chat.
Oh, okay. I'm not looking at that. at the moment.
You're not missing out on anything.
I'm making a hot chocolate.
Hey, Greg, as you set them up.
No.
This is all on you, mate.
I ain't taking any responsibility for this.
Oh, I'm dying. That's
Oh.
A+ material. It's rare that I waste that on. Oh.
Are you there, Glenn?
Yeah.
How's the 3D printing business going?
Waiting for a part at the moment.
What
But
happened?
have you sold much more stuff?
Yeah, a few things here and there.
Yeah, nice.
Probably in the last month, about 80, 90 bucks worth.
Yeah, cool.
Yeah, so easily paying for more filament and stuff. So
Yeah.
What
like, we
broke?
haven't gone hardcore. Nothing technically broke, but they did a recall on the A1, the print, not the print bed, but the cable.
Oh,
0.1% apparently have had a failure. And they've done a recall on the entire
And
lot.
that's good enough for a recall?
Well,
Well,
apparently
that just shows what a good company they are. That
Mm.
correct.
they're
how
willing
cheap
to
they are.
return it. Yeah.
Yeah. So I didn't take the option to just return the whole unit. They're sending a replacement, and I
Yep.
get $120 credit at Bamboo.
nice.
Yeah. The
That's,
replacement's meant to be here by the end of the month.
What's wrong with the cable? Allegedly.
Apparently, as it moves back and forth, it has like a failure on the connection into the main base.
Yeah, but what's that going to do?
Don't know. But apparently, yeah, 0.1% have had problems.
I guess it could take it. Look, it's not going to start a fire and burn your house down because it's all ELV, right? Like there's not enough energy.
Correct.
But maybe it roasts the main board of it or something.
Like mine doesn't show any wear and tear. Like they give images and stuff to show what to look for. And there's no issues on mine. And they even gave a 3D printed part you could print for it. But every time you turn the A1 on now, it actually comes up with an alert saying, recall on A1s, blah, blah, blah. Please don't use device.
Oh wow.
But it's not affected to the A1 Mini, just the A1.
Yeah, right. There you go.
Yeah.
Skynet's telling you how to live your life now.
I know, right? So, I'm just, because I'm like, I'll do with that $120 credit, so I'll just not use it. I'm just using the A1.
Yeah, exactly. And also, it's all like they can't say "told you." You can't whinge if it does like kill the main board of it or something. Hey.
Correct. Yeah, exactly right. And that's equivalent to at the price we get, like almost
Like-
5 kilos
That's like
filament.
5 rolls. Yeah. Far
Yeah.
out.
Wow.
I'm like, that's not too bad.
Okay, gotta move that back.
All right. Hey, new seed. Let's go.
Come on, lift up. There we go. I need to make more road tiles, I've decided. But you get the idea.
Yeah, I think that's fine.
Alrighty. So continuing up the highway, a large plume of orange smoke behind you, rising up into the sky. You spend a couple more hours. You pick through different routes as sections are blocked off or irradiated in uncomfortable ways. There's row after row of ruined houses and shops through this area. So pretty much everything through this section is rubble, with just small sections of walls still intact. After you round a slow bend, you spot underneath an awning that's still hanging up jutting out from a wall. You see a pack Brahmin that's loaded with supplies that is eating off the side of the road underneath the awning. You see a man who looks like a trader. There's two very heavily armed and armored guards standing there.
A traitor.
Trader.
Molotov cancelled.
So what would you like to do?
I walk slowly towards the guy and see how they react.
You can just barely see as he's underneath the awning here. But he just smiles and gives you a nice little wave.
What kind of wave? Like a sexy wave or a friendly wave?
Just a hello.
Okay. That'd be a gay.
His
And
guards.
I will yell out.
Hmm?
I will yell out. Hello, sir. We are a group of 5. May we approach?
Of course. Of course. Come and see me. Gentlemen, please. Guns don't have to be trained on them, do they? And you see the 2 men in heavy combat armor lower their shotguns, but they're still glaring at you as you approach.
Yeah, what do we do?
Just seems like they're untrusting.
I will walk towards the trader and beckon the others to follow.
We follow.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so everybody coming with?
Mm-hmm.
My gun is chambered.
As they see Rotclaw approaching, I'm assuming you're carrying it, holding.
I'm not. I'm just. It's chambered. It's nothing more than that.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not holding it like angly or anything. Just
Okay.
chambered. It's ready if I need to.
And the nearest one to you lifts up his combat shotgun, points it straight at Rotclaw, and he says, "You can put that gun away."
Okay. I put it on my back, but it's still chambered.
Mm-hmm.
That seems dangerous.
The
All
wrong
guns
shake and you
safely
blow the back of
protected.
your heel off. Actually, that's a light machine gun. You could do a lot of damage misfiring that.
I oh, no, I won't. I want to though.
Wow, that was a build up to nothing right there.
What?
No, this is good. This is
No, there was no logical. No, it's because there was no logical need to proceed. I'm not a troll. I'm a robot.
Okay. And the gentleman underneath the awning doesn't even have a gun in sight. Has his hands up and he says, "Welcome, come in to the shade. It's much nicer under here. Get you out of the sun. This afternoon's a killer." And who might you be? And Abby, he's looking directly at you.
I am Abby of Abby's Chuckle House or Chuckle Hut.
It's an important distinction.
First of her name.
First of its name.
The master of vapes. We are traveling and we see your establishment here. Can you tell me more about it?
Oh, look, establishment's a strong word. This is just a stop-off point. I'm on my way down to a long way south. I'm heading down to UPAC. Look, sorry.
QPAC. Do you have dancing here?
And I'm disappointed that you heard her laugh at that. No, you must have misheard me, robot. I said UPAC. It's a large railway town, further southwest. Have you been there? It's lovely. Sorry, where are my manners? My name is Finn, and I sell a bit of everything. Things that people in the wastes might need. I sell rope, I sell tarp. Occasionally something more exotic, but you know.
Got
Where
any
did
death sticks?
Death sticks? Look, let me double check with Brick. He does occasionally have cigarettes or cigars. We'll see what we can procure for you. Certainly. Where do you all come from?
I
Death
just
stick
turn to the
detected.
boss.
Sorry, we got the streams crossed there.
I just look at the boss.
We're from up the road, but look, just listen. Aside from what you have available to us to possibly purchase, are you at all against us searching this area?
Searching, not at all. You feel free. It's you're not going to find much. Most of these claims were scavenged a long time ago. But I would watch out down the road. We've just come from that way. It's a little bit dangerous.
So you would say there's nothing of interest here?
I don't believe so. I mean, we don't scavenge much ourselves, but nobody's had any of these claims for quite a long time.
Could I run his conversation through my my conversation detection filter, please?
If you want to roll a charisma and speech. Or actually, no, let's... In this case, are you trying to gauge
Yes, I am.
what
correct.
how he's talking to you?
Probably perception.
So
then, I guess.
perception and speech in this case.
Brybo's put every single dice I own in this, so I'm just gonna clear the space.
She does love her dice.
Yeah. So so it's 5. So that's 2 successes against speech alone.
2 successes?
Yeah, and it was perception, so I definitely got to get that. Yep. So 2 successes.
Okay. I'm gonna make this a contested roll in this case.
He's using his mental powers to block me. Oh, there's something blocking my senses.
He's, as far as you can tell, he's being completely genuine. He's a friendly kind of guy who sells stuff.
Okay, in that case, there's no alarms triggered, and I continue being quiet. No communication.
I'm assuming we don't just know that. So if I turn to
No,
Hal and say, Hal, is he lying?
No lies detected. Successful scan was completed.
Very good, sir. You have proven to be trustworthy.
Wow.
And Finn responds, and he says, of course I'm trustworthy. How else would I sell my wares? You can't be lying to people around here. I go to the same places over and over. In which case...
Ammo?
Rifle ammo?
Ammo's something I might be able to procure for you. Let me go take a look at Cherish over here, and we'll see what we've got. And while he's doing that, Brick, the gentleman in the green, starts rifling in his own satchels that are running down the side of his jacket, the side of his legs. He's pulling bits and pieces of crap out, all kinds of different things, and he comes out with a packet of cigarettes, and he holds them up to Rotclaw, and he goes, 50 caps per cigarette. What do you reckon?
A cigarette?
Did you just spit on him? Because you did go pah.
I'll give you a feral ghoul neck for him. That's all you're worth.
And you see his face just contort. He's mortified at the lump of gore that you're holding up in your hands. He crams these cigarettes back, hidden
is
away.
That the best offer you can do? That's a joke.
Where else are you gonna get cigarettes around here?
I got a pack the other day from a 5 caps back in the old town.
Meanwhile, I pull out my vape and start puffing away.
It's like an infinite cigarette. He starts worshipping you like a god.
5 caps for a
5
pack of
caps.
cigarettes. Where would you
A
get them?
pack.
Nowhere
Yeah.
in the waste.
Yeah.
Yeah. You're
nah,
full
nah.
of it, mate. And he wanders over with Finn. Finn has been picking through and he's been opening chests and unstrapping bags and doing all kinds of to try to go through his inventory.
Literally setting up shop.
Not even that. He's not even trying to set up shop. He's literally just going, okay, ammo. I knew I had ammo around here somewhere. Look, where am I looking? Ammo. The big white one. That's right. No, it was underneath all of the underclothes. Wrapped in a jacket. There we go. Look, rifle ammo.
My God, man, spit it out.
Well, I've got a bit of
Logic
stuff
fail.
here.
Logic failure detected. Not being able to access ammo while traveling through the wastes.
Do I look like a fighter to you? I don't need that. That's what these gentlemen are for.
Mm. Why aren't we getting their bullets?
Now, rifle ammo will set you back 5 caps per unit.
What?
Heavy ammo will set you back 10 caps per unit.
You better stop firing that gun off, psychos.
Too rich for me. Wait, what's this ham radio worth? Or we're keeping that for Sunday?
It's your
I
radio.
mean, I feel like it might be useful to get in touch with the boys if we ever get in this spot of trouble.
That's true. Was that the means that was that our only means of hearing that radio call that came through?
Currently.
Okay, no.
Yeah, we probably should hang up with that.
I've got this machete here.
Machete, that's a fine looking weapon. Look. 25 caps.
Can I I think I should probably barter. I say to whatever you're called, Rusty. Perhaps I should barter for you, expert detected. And I point at myself with my claw.
I'll be like, thanks, but I got this.
Logic failure
yeah.
detected. But I back off.
How much did you say the bullets were worth again?
So 5 caps per. So you can get 5 ammo.
For my machete.
For if you would like to trade the machete with him.
Seems like a great deal.
You happy with that?
I'll do it. Yeah.
Not a problem. Excellent.
Trade you
Wonderful
my
trading with you, friend.
Trade you my poncho for 10 rounds of heavy ammo.
Now that is a fine piece of clothing. You sure you want to part with that?
Yep. I want ammo.
I hope we have acid rain soon. That'll show you.
Not a problem, sir. He goes, just for that, I'm going to throw in an extra
Ooh.
clip for you, just for that trade.
Clip? You said per bullet.
Okay, so it's per unit. So if
What
it's
does that mean?
If it's a single shot rifle, then you're firing 1 shot. If you're using a light machine gun, 1 unit is whatever it takes to fire it off once.
Ah, okay.
Yeah, that's why I'm saying unit.
Mm.
So add
Then why does it
11
take
heavy
2
ammo.
units to
Yep.
Oh, I guess what you're saying is if with like a machine gun you're firing like
If
2
you
bursts
trigger
around.
the burst effect,
Yeah.
you're holding the trigger down.
Yeah, so you're using like 2.
You're using 1 action to sweep it across and holding the trigger down. So you're using more ammo, but you're only rolling once.
think I get it.
That's the kind of logic behind it. Anyway, I'm trying to simplify things, man. I don't want you to go, I've got 197 rounds.
Why not?
Mm.
Because
think
I'll
we
never own that much ammo ever.
Not at the rate
Gregor,
that you
I think
burn
we
through
know.
it. Jesus.
All of the reasons that the vanilla rules are unfun, insert them here, Gregors.
Correct. Now, was anybody else looking for anything?
Hmm?
I got no money, so I'm good.
I mean, I trade. I'm happy to trade.
I've got nothing I'm willing to trade.
Ah,
You don't want
what
to
you
trade
give me
those
for this?
Molotov cocktails?
It's my only weapon.
What'd you give me for this powder charge I've got?
Look, powder charges are dangerous. They're not reliable. Did you make this yourself?
Yeah?
Give me a charisma and speech skill. What are you? 4. So you're aiming for
4.
4.
Oh no. 11 and 7. Dan is sweating profusely as he says that.
Almost dropping the charge with the amount of sweat being produced.
Is there any
Hands
point
a
in
little
me even
sweaty.
rolling against you on that one?
Probably not. You say.
You might roll 0 successes.
That's true.
Not for this guy. That is
Nah.
3 successes.
Sees pulled straight through you. See, you made a glass, partner.
His smile fades very, very quickly, and he frowns at you, and he goes, "Where did you find that?" And he takes a step back away from you.
Oh god.
He's scared of this thing.
Gently pop it away. You know what? I'll just hang on to it.
And he's like, "All right, I'll get you to stand over there, please." And he's gesturing at the other side of the road.
Just
Heavy-
head down, sad shuffle. Aww.
Heavy mood detected, joke required, and I pull the trigger on Rocklaw's loaded gun on his back.
All right, contested. So I'm gonna say agility plus big guns. HAL 9001. And
To pull a
Rockclaw,
trigger.
you're trying to pull the trigger on his gun that he is intimately familiar with. So, Glenn, if you can roll me a perception and big guns roll, please.
Okay. I'm going to be using the extra action point too.
Yep.
3 failures.
One success.
So, Rotclaw sees what you're doing when you're still 1.5 meters away.
I did say that, like, out loud the joke thing, by the way.
Yeah.
That wasn't hidden.
And he just steps and turns himself away from you so that you can't reach.
I say again, fucking Skynet.
All right. Finn says if that's all the trading that you want to do, I'm always looking for a new stop-off point along my usual route. I go through Central, I go up to Milton. There's a new these NCR boys have started coming around. It's a place called the Ditch Southwest. Is that where you're from?
Sexism detected.
Nothing I was trying to offend anyone. Just thought I'd find another stop to sell my wares, but that's okay. I'll keep heading on.
There's a nice place back you could set up. It's got a big old caravan. I'd recommend probably setting up back there about 5 miles back.
Can I hear that from across the road?
I don't think you can.
Oh, fuck.
Now.
Hey, he can blow up and we could get his shit when we're on our way back. It's all good. It's fine.
And all the shit will be blown up with it. You need to calm
Wow.
down.
He nods at you, Rotclaw. He goes, all right, yep, okay. Caravan, we'll keep an eye out.
It's where that smoke's coming from.
We were wondering about that.
Yeah, we're letting people know.
Best to steer clear of the area. Just ignore him.
Oh, is it something untoward going on there?
I would just stay clear of the area if you want to keep your limbs.
Got it. Thank you. And
If you don't mind.
returns to underneath the awning to rest a little while longer. And his guards return to where they were standing.
Can I stroll up to the Nuka-Cola on the side of the road there?
Sure.
Alright, team, up to you if you want to fan out and have a look around. Otherwise, we move on.
Hey, you
Anything
tell
else?
the trader about the Chuckle House? It might be useful to stop by.
I was too busy vaping. I have no idea when that was asked.
Just
I'll just
waving away the clouds of vape.
Apparently the cloud was thick enough that it covered your ears.
She just kind of zones out when she's on it.
Fucking hell.
So you're taking a look at the Nuka-Cola machine.
Yeah. Anything in there?
It's a fine Nuka-Cola machine. It's rusted to hell. It's clearly been looted a long time ago. There's no Nuka-Colas in there.
I move over and
Any
just
caps?
caress it with my hand while people are standing there looking. I just walk over and just sort of stroke the side of it gently.
You ask it for consent first, buddy?
I don't hear you.
Any caps in there?
Give me a perception and outdoorsman roll.
10 and 17.
Look, nothing that you can spot that's really standing out. All right. Anyone else?
No, I'm paused, awaiting further instructions.
I walk up to the other one. The other end.
Down the other end?
Yeah, what's the other red thing? Is that another...
So what you've got is you've got a rubbish bin, you got an ice box, you got a sunset sarsaparilla machine, and a Nuka-Cola.
Let's go to the
I
other
walk up and-
Nuka-Cola.
I walk up and start stroking the rubbish bin.
Your obsession with metal objects is weird. When you get to here, Rotclaw, give me another perception and outdoorsman roll.
Oh yeah, 15 and 18.
All right. So from there, Rusty. Rotclaw doesn't notice, but you hear a bark, and you've heard this before. It's clearly to you, a super mutant hound barking from the ruins just behind the Nuka-Cola machine that Rotclaw's heading towards. And with that, we are going to call it there for tonight.
Oh no.
Were we meant to get any XP from the mole
Yep.
rats?
Yeah. I'm happy to just kind of leave it till the end of the session
Okay,
at
end
this
of
point.
session.
So yeah. Yes. So for going through that, you get 1 experience for defeating the mole rats. You get 1 experience for meeting Finn the Trader.
Yeah.
So that should bring you up to 5 experience, and you can level up to level 2.
Cool.
So when you level up, you get 1 normal skill point, you get 1 combat skill point.
When I went to that, it changed my XP back to 2. But should that go back to 0 out of 10? Like, at level 2, should I be 5 out of 10?
You should be 5 out of 10.
Okay, no worries. It's weird. We'll try and see if I can simulate that again.
So go back to
1.
level 1. So it was
Yep, so
5
that's
out of 5.
3. Yep, so I set that to 5.
Yep, set that to
Went
5.
2.
Yep.
Yeah, weird. Anyway, never mind.
He said
So-
add 1 skill point, 1
you get
combat skill point.
1 skill point and 1 combat skill point, and you can select a level 2 perk. So remember, if you click on the link at the top right of your perks section, that'll take you to your perks list if you want to read a more detailed description.
Yep.
And the requirements of what's needed to be able to apply a perk.
Is anyone going to take medicine?
I'd put 1 point in medicine.
Okay.
I'm expecting Abby will be, considering she's taken a perk of medic.
Yeah. You can.
Okay. I won't go medicine then, since we've got 2 people.
Well, 1 person and a backup.
And what was I going to pick? Doctor? No, wrong sheet. What does that allow?
All right. Well, thank you very much, guys.
Yeah, thanks. That was fun.
No,
was-
thank you.
That was a really
Thank
good session.
you. Good night.
No.
No.
Problem, Nos.
Shoot.
Can I have 11 charisma?
Now, I have said from external sources, you cannot boost your charisma. Hang on, no, you know what? I will still allow it from perks as well.
Yep, that's what I was going to ask.
Yes, you can go to 11 charisma. So as an example, with power armor, you can get to like 13 strength, shit like that.
Okay.
Yes, I am happy for you to boost it to 11.
Social butterfly, there we go. Alright, charisma. Oh, it actually changed my max charisma. You
Correct.
linked it.
So you've just got to fix up the current, I believe.
Yep.
But yes,
Yeah.
the perks will affect anything that adds dice or adds points. As best I can tell, if it doesn't, let me know.
When I'm trying to chop people's hands off, does that count as a combat? I guess not.
Not really. It's more a contested skill check than a
okay,
combat
no
item.
I think you probably should say no, because otherwise I get 2 free action points every time that we do that.
I am not allowing you to generate action points solely for the purpose of cutting friends' hands off. Yes, I'm putting
Well,
my
that's
foot
fine.
down there.
Yeah, well, the clarification is understood.
Yeah, with luck points, do they reset per session or rest?
They reset when I say they reset.
Cool.
So, there will be periods of time where there will be a long track of downtime. That's usually when I'm going to be resetting them.
I'm pretty sure you just said they reset. So those words came out of your mouth.
Yeah, out of context.
Out of context, absolutely, yeah.
All right, thanks very much. That was really good.
You are most welcome.
Thanks, mate.
Thanks,
I'm
See ya.
gonna
Vegas.
head off. Catch you next time.
I'll head off too. Catch you guys.
See ya.
Night, Rob.
See ya.
Woo, I'm stronger. I'm weightlifter. 11 to strength.
Oh, for the love of God.
Those charisma and speech rolls. I'm rolling against 17.
17.
Nice.
So for obvious reasons, I can't let it get to 20. But if I fuck up and allow you to boost it to 20 in some God knows way, then that's on me.
I reckon I'll be able to get it pretty close. Say, let's have a look.
You
what are the
can't take a perk more than once.
No, I didn't say that. What else we got? I'm pretty
Super
sure
perks.
that if I take Smooth Talker, that will boost it to 20. And I've got that for
Smooth
level
Talker
6.
adds to your speech, but you can't go above 6 points on a skill.
Oh. So you're saying... Hang on, let me have a look at that Smooth Talker. Maybe I can't pick Smooth Talker then.
So Smooth Talker,
Okay. You're right. So you're saying that one that adds +3 to speech barter skill, so I can't make that, is what you're
well,
saying.
you can take it, it won't do anything.
Okay.
Yeah.
Alright, noted.
Yeah, so that's the reason that they've done that is intrinsically in the game. Rules as written, you should not be able to get above, I think it's 19.
Yeah, okay.
On certain stats. It's like, I think it's if you're wearing the fully upgraded X01 power armor, the Enclave power armor, you can get to like 19 strength. I think was the max stat.
Yep.
But there's some disgusting combinations I've seen in that.
Oh, 17's not bad.
The thing is, 16 means that you should be extremely good at whatever it is. But you still have a chance of failure, is the point.
Yeah, I nearly failed some rolls against 16. It was like, what the hell?
I had a lot of fun with that tonight. That was good.
Did we get as far as you thought we would?
We're not as far as he thought in week 1.